Slothing. Oh, nice. You still got the red panda. All right. That's all good. Ah, damn it. It's okay. What?
Here, not for the election coverage, but for the official roast of the Podfather.
Oh, great. I'm glad.
I claim to be Gary Busey. I want to be Gary Busey.
There we
look like
go.
Gary Busey right now. So
There
it's
we
okay.
go.
I mean, I
Okay,
guess
cool.
if the fucking
Making
world
biscuits
is
and
ending
mustard.
after today- I was gonna say, I guess if the world is ending after today, a good roast of me is probably in order anyways. So, you know, whatever.
Nate, you're getting it backwards. You're used to being roasted, not by people. You're used to being toasted, not roasted.
That is correct. I like to be toasty roasty. What is that on your? Oh, it's a bow tie. I thought it was a Merca flag.
It's not a bow tie. It's like it's an actual.
It's not a bow tie.
It's my daughter's hair bow.
Hair bow. That's what's up. I'm watching. What channel are you guys watching on? Because I'm on CNN right now.
I've got CNN on.
I'm on CNN.
I'm on NBC. McConnell's declared winner in Senate race.
Like I said, I think it'd just be funny to watch him have to be stuck, like rotting from the inside out, watching the Senate move all these things forward that he can't stop now that he has no control.
Well, he physically is rotting from the inside out.
No, that's
Yeah,
exactly
you're right.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's got that necrosis, bro.
Personally, yeah, that would be funny. It'd also be funny to just watch somebody walk up and punch him right in the goddamn face.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Wow, and Buckles went
you
there
right.
already.
You right.
To steal a quote from Papa TY here, I don't know many things, but I'm really angry.
And
Is
spiteful.
It's spiteful.
Blue right now?
Mr. AP is going to join us.
Oh, sweet! Wow, we're filling up. I've got no room on my screen. I got to scroll between you lovely gents here and then.
You should be able to set it up to focus on whoever's talking.
Oh, there's AP. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, hey.
AP, what's up, bro?
Hey.
I'm just like
going on?
doing on the fly stream editing. This looks like
You guys
shit.
enjoying my hotel room background?
Hell yeah.
So here's a toast to the end of the world.
I don't have any Brondo to toast.
I got
You
my
know what?
tea.
Yeah, SoCo.
I'm about to get some whiskey going here. I may have to abdicate for just a moment to get some whiskey flowing.
Man,
So
Although-
what did I miss? I've been tuned at the last like 15 minutes.
CNN has Trump 42-30 over Biden right now, but they're calling things very slowly. It
I
seems
really
like.
don't know because like I just refreshed like the Fox News and it's 91-73.
Yeah, Fox is calling things really quickly, which is kind of surprising.
Mhm.
they're probably just doing it the same way they've always done it, and they're just using projections based on percentages and then just increasing them based on how they know typical voter turnout is, which is kind of wrong considering we're in 2020 and we know that the voting patterns have been way crazier this year than they've ever been before.
And more people
Yeah.
have voted than ever before.
This
True.
is also the same. This is also the same place that, or the same channel that carries Trump when he says, "No, we need to know what we need to enter tonight."
Right.
We've got 85-61 Trump or Biden.
There's a 50,000 vote difference in Texas, where they're at right now.
Yeah.
With Biden up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
no,
a
it just
good
refreshed
sign.
again. Actually,
Like,
just
if
refreshed
it's
again. Now
only-
it's 40.
if it's only like a couple thousand, it's pretty negligible. You expect it to flip flop, but when it's the 50,000, 100,000 votes, that's when you start to see it really become insurmountable. Look at, again, I'm going to just say it. I think Ohio is going blue tonight, which is a literal
Big.
shock. Unless those rural areas just blow Biden out of the water, which I still don't see happening.
Right. It's 53% reporting. He's up 400,000.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's still possible that it could still go the other way, though.
Mhm.
Pennsylvania looks like it's pretty much a lock for.
Yeah, Pennsylvania is
I'm gonna-
reporting in,
gonna bake this remote.
but that's going to be a big mail-in vote too. Though.
Yeah. Have they
Are
called
we-
South Carolina yet?
I don't
It's
think they've.
projected blue. It was at least a little bit ago.
No, Trump is now. He's now leading by about 20,000.
Okay. For those of the people that are watching along with us, we're about 11 minutes from the next set of polls closing. There's like 12 or so states that have their polls closing. So
When does California doesn't close until 11 Eastern time.
Mhm.
correct.
Yikes.
They're
Yikes.
the last to fall. Them in Hawaii.
Yeah, I'm really curious how the West. Well, I know the West Coast is going to go. Pretty sure it's going to go blue, but. Yeah.
I think if we see Arizona start to report vast amounts of Biden votes, that it's going to be starting to really paint the picture of what's happening if it's consistent that these red states are switching. Of course,
Yeah,
like
Arizona we won't-
everybody's saying, it's very early.
Yeah, we won't know Arizona for what 10 more minutes is when their polls close.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. And they're like, I like that CNN's doing the key race alerts because it is keeping the numbers up to date. Biden up in North Carolina by about 220,000 votes. That's a pretty sizable number with 70% of the vote,
Yeah.
counted.
That number, like that disparity between Trump and Biden, is where I start to get somewhat comfortable, because I think even, I mean, we've seen obviously with Florida, and we're slowly but surely seeing it with Texas. 100,000 votes when they've only reported like 30 or 40% of the vote doesn't really matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How are the we're still. I was seeing how we were in terms of like the Senate and the House seats.
I haven't looked at those races in a time. I actually should probably just pull 270 to win up. I really like that site. If you guys aren't using it.
Lindsey Graham pulled ahead. in
I'm
the
just
South
going
Carolina
off
race.
of Google, which is Associated Press.
Mhm.
I got real pissed when I looked at the governor.
Yeah,
decision for
that's
Indiana.
kind of a bummer.
Well, like I said in the chat, you guys, I'm sorry to be a historian, but when a third party is involved and they split the vote, that's what happens every time. It's just it's math. I know we need more parties. I know we need more vast representation, but when it comes down to the big two, if Myers wouldn't have had
You
the
getting handed a
competition,
quesadilla?
what's up?
Sorry, I thought Brandon was getting handed a quesadilla.
Shit.
when it's done. When it's done. She asked me how many I plan on eating.
That's
I'll
Guys,
tell
I'm
you
gonna
when
point out
I'll tell
while
you
we
when
have
I'm
a-
done.
while we have a
Just keep 'em
quick,
coming.
They are quite delicious quesadillas. You take like pulled rotisserie chicken, you
Mhm.
mix it with some like sour cream, hot sauce, cilantro, mayo, cilantro, and sauteed onions and
There
cheese.
you go.
Has anybody had the grande stacker at Taco Bell?
Yeah, it's delicious.
No.
Oh,
one.
No.
it's like
I do want to throw this out there while we're making any kind of food reference. This shit is the way.
screwball.
The
You've not had this, yes.
the grande stacker is just remember the grilled stuffed nacho.
Dude, it's great.
It's the grilled stuffed nacho without the red tortilla strips, and it's also just their regular quesadilla, just folded into
Yes.
a triangle again.
I love it.
But it's so much better.
It's so much better. So after I voted last Wednesday, I went and stopped at Taco Bell, got 2 of those, and
Mhm.
ate them on the way to Rossville to pick up the kids.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, it's just like falling out the back while I'm
That
driving
is-
down
That
26.
is Russian roulette on that long of a drive.
you should have stacked them on top of each other and had a quad stuffed nacho.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah Daddy's all
Dude.
about it.
Next level. Next
The
level.
problem to what you were saying though, Nate, the problem with the governor race as far as the third party being involved, Rainwater didn't steal enough votes away from Myers to make up the numbers on
he ended up not stealing enough to even make a difference. So Holcomb just won out. That's awful.
I
Yeah.
think you have to you
Holcomb-
can't discount the fact that people in this state are fucking stupid.
I was
Holcomb had like a 95% chance of winning.
Yeah.
I was really counting on the fact that like Holcomb pissed off enough people on both sides.
Well, have you guys seen the stuff coming out the last hour or so? He's talking about already that it's pretty much a done deal. Obviously, he's talking about knocking COVID restrictions back to like level 1
Jeez.
and a
level
lot
one?
of total like lockdown.
Oh, so now that it's over, now that his election's not in jeopardy, he's like, not gonna take it seriously.
Well, and there's a lot of Republicans that voted for him that are like,
That might
Uh,
actually crank my shit up.
yeah.
Like, to be completely honest, that if that means we get more help from the guard at work, I'm not going to complain.
If
Yeah.
it means that he's going to be willing to take seriously the, giving people back the money and the funding that was helping people through this time, it will be beneficial too. You know,
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
literally said, "Hey, from August to September, we're going to give you guys that extra $300 padding a week," and then they said, "Oh, that's it," and then it's just been bare minimum, since.
I'll say this for Holcomb, at the very least, like I may not agree with much of his policy or anything like that. He's been very transparent about what he's doing with COVID. Like,
Yeah.
he's been very upfront and like addressing the media and shit. So I got to give him credit on that.
But he also wants us to live in the 1940s. And
Dude, it's Indiana. We already fucking do.
yeah, but we can buy beer on Sundays now.
Part of Sundays. Part of Sundays.
A good chunk of Sunday.
The,
We don't want to go
majority-
overboard now. We don't
The
wanna go too
majority of
overboard.
Sunday.
A good chunk of Sunday.
Dude,
Which
what-
that's all
what
you really
day
need.
buy alcohol on Sunday.
Look, after you're done praising the Lord and before the football game starts, you can go buy your alcohol, okay?
Between like noon and 2, like
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that if you buy alcohol after 5 o'clock in Indiana on a Sunday, you just spontaneously start shitting witches.
Yes. Yes. The Spanish Inquisition actually pops up out of bushes.
I watched that video yesterday. But
Fucking been watching you.
a coworker John, he for whatever reason decided I had to see it, which I'd never seen it before. The Monty Python.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like, you need to watch this. I'm like, I don't want to.
It's
It-
really not funny at all.
It was funny for like the first 30 seconds.
Which one are you
Uh,
talking
Then it kept going. The Spanish Inquisition.
about? Okay, yeah, that bit does stretch on a lot.
It did, and I was like, This
I'm a
is-
fan of the Holy Grail.
this
but the
was
rest of it,
great for the first minute, and then it kept going and going and going.
I'm a Holy Grail fan, but that's just because of my family connotation. Like my stepdad loves it, so
Yeah,
AP, whenever you talk, I can barely hear you.
oh,
Yeah.
hold on.
you are kind of quiet and muffled.
He
Here,
sounds
hang on
good to
one
me.
second.
which is not characteristic of you.
Yeah, no, you're
Terrific.
usually scaring away an entire event hall.
Tiny woodland creatures just spontaneously combust when AP speaks.
I'll bring up the mic. That'll help.
Oh my God, Black Widow died. What? People are just
Guys,
shaking their
took off
head.
Running.
People are just shaking their heads and walking away. Like, God
See
damn
somebody that
it.
walk into the Carnahan Hall and just like, mother, just walk through and walk out.
Do you want some
Nate's
attention,
happy.
Nate?
No, I was just giving a squinty eye because it was just like Black Widow died, and I was just like, oh, we're getting back into spoiling stuff, AP.
Can you hear me now better?
I'm
Yeah.
fairly certain that every
Yes.
time that we've all met as a group, that's been brought up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's okay.
It's
Has
just
everyone
Dick's
seen
30%.
Mandalorian?
AP is gonna
Yeah.
be the spoiler man.
Yep.
Dick is the 30% guy.
You've all seen Mandalorian?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I really liked the episode.
It
was
was great.
You know,
It
Brandon,
was.
I haven't heard if you've seen it or not.
I just watched it today.
Nice.
Good.
That's why I haven't heard it.
I just
There
like
was some-
watching
I've been-
Justified in space.
I've been sitting on something for a couple of days now, waiting to post it in the group until after you watched it. Did you see they actually cast a deaf actor to play the Tusken Raiders?
Yeah, to
They
create
do
the
sign language.
Tuscan sign language.
I heard
That is
isn't it
fucking
based on
amazing.
ASL? Like it's
Did they
think
to
they
play the
made their
Tusken
own.
Raiders or to coordinate?
No, I got one.
Yeah, I heard something that
Both.
they did actual like they
Thanks,
took
Tyler.
like American Sign Language and kind of adjusted it slightly to
Right.
fit into their vernacular. So
It was very good. It was very enjoyable.
I actually kind of liked the Tusken Raiders after that episode.
Mhm.
They weren't just like a nameless villain. Is that a baby?
That's a baby.
Hey, it's Jam. What's up, Jam?
Hey.
I think Frank looks different these days.
Oh,
Oh,
that is real mean.
No,
Wow.
I'm kidding. I'm
Oh.
kidding.
Whoa,
Frank looks different
AP.
these
Boot him
days.
from the group. Kick him
I'm
out.
kidding. I gotta make
That's awesome.
Look,
Hey,
look at it.
I have to say that out of Tyler, out of all of Ruby's uncles, who's the favorite now?
You.
That's
Buckles-
you're damn
Buckles
right.
gave Ruby like a fucking 25-pound bag of candy.
I'm not above buying love, God damn it.
Man, I'm so glad that you live closer to TY than me, because yeah. Too much sugar consumption from one young individual in my house.
Tyler, I
You-
think you would
I can say the same, except that young individual is me. So
Wyatt keeps running back and forth in my living room, hitting the ropes.
Oh,
Like-
amazing.
Just
Nice. Nice.
I think you and the baby have the same length hair right now.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Roughly. Yeah.
Nice full head of hair.
She's got more hair than me.
Eventually she's gonna have a bigger beard than you.
Mm-hmm.
dude, just
We got
just
another
keep 4
we got a
points
bunch
there.
of polls closing, you guys.
What?
A bunch of polls are about to close in 10 seconds.
Yep.
Sorry, I
But
got
we'll start
distracted. My
getting
dog
more-
was doing
more
horrible things to a
visibility.
stuffed animal.
And you can kiss Texas goodbye.
You know, there's
be
still a
interesting.
chance they can pull Texas, and I would be amazed by that.
Hey, it's Ruby.
They
Hey,
get
Ruby.
by New York.
I'm not, oh, you saw the video? Just a second. And just a second, I'll let you tell everybody hi.
And she's off.
I'll probably hang out for another few minutes, dudes, and then I'll have to be jetting myself for a time, and I might pop back on if you guys are
Yeah.
still on in a little bit.
All right.
But
I think
I have a request for one, Tyler. While we have everyone on the group chat. Tyler, I need you to do me a favor, if you can, while holding the baby. I don't know if you can. Can you give us a rendition of the "I Have a Boner" from the D&D games?
Whoa.
you're holding
You're
a baby.
making my dog bark, and I love it.
Stop.
Okay, Tyler, you're actually having this effect now.
The baby is still asleep.
You apparently pissed my dog off.
Baby is asleep. She's
What do you
sleeping
guys
well.
think about the thing that Trump said this morning? How he will not be making a speech tonight and will not be declaring victory before the votes are counted.
That's a shocker.
I'm really
Yeah.
surprised.
I
I thought he
didn't,
Yeah.
said
I didn't
something
think
at
he
the
said that.
Trump facility in
Didn't say he
DC.
wouldn't declare it.
No.
All he said was that he didn't have a speech plan.
Does
didn't
he
have an
ever?
acceptance or a concession seat? Now, his
Yeah.
actual line, according to CNN, was that he didn't have a concession or an acceptance speech planned.
I think they called both Dakotas for Trump. But Biden has New York.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to ask that a minute ago. Do we really think that Biden's not
And
going to
Colorado.
win every East Coast state?
Right.
Or West Coast state for that matter.
Biden just got New Mexico.
That's
Nevada,
pretty big.
That's
Nevada
big.
could be.
Nevada and Arizona are both are kind of up in the air, but they're needing
Yeah.
to go to Biden.
Nevada
not-
could very easily go Trump.
Why is Nebraska in such play?
I don't know.
Um,
Because the way their delegates works, it's like by district
Yeah,
there's
that's
certain
right.
amounts of votes, and Biden
right.
technically is splitting Nebraska based on how everything played. It's actually funny because it's that whole gerrymandering shit the way they set it up, but it's
Yeah.
actually firing on him in this one instance.
Well, and on top of that, the way that Trump has handled the agricultural industry the last 4 years has really fucked Iowa, Nebraska,
Right.
Illinois and Indiana for that matter. So
Mm-hmm.
the people that are in those communities that are directly affected by that are very, I mean, if they're not like, what's the word? Like most farmers, if they are involved in government subsidy, that has been ruined by Trump.
Yeah.
So,
Just from
the trade
from
war.
experience. From
Hey, they've
experience with
called
work.
Maine for Biden.
What's that? Yeah.
Full blown called it.
That's
Yep.
what it says on Fox.
Yep.
That's
What I got on
haven't
Associated
seen
Press.
I got 129 to 94 now electoral votes.
I'm getting.
Wow.
I got
What do you
119.
See, CNN is way behind it.
They are. I think they're just playing it defensively because they don't want
I
to
think
call it
they
too
are.
early.
Michigan.
Come
No,
here.
Michigan still has Trump ahead.
I think
See, and
I
that-
think
that-
CNN's
Michigan, if Michigan goes red, I will be very, very disappointed.
know how
Michigan to
they-
me would be like our one, like should be the shining example on why we don't vote for Trump. Come here, you can tell everybody hi.
Florida
Well, I mean,
is
you're still talking about
definitely
the
going
state that
Trump.
tried to kidnap their own governor. So
Mm-hmm.
Florida and Georgia is still Trump.
I think Florida's like
Well,
90% of the vote.
hi, Ruby.
Yeah.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
Hey.
Hi, Uncle Buckles.
Oh,
You know, Buckles wins when she doesn't even say hi, Uncle Nate. She just totally
Uh-huh.
forgot I even exist.
Hey, Ruby. Ruby, are you watching? Look who I got over here. Ruby likes Abby.
Hi, Uncle Brando.
Hi, Ruby.
He's eating. He's smashing a quesadilla like you did yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Uncle Blaine.
Hey.
Hi, Uncle AP.
hi, Ruby.
This is probably the most wholesome election night stream.
Yes.
Can Ruby just stay on with us the rest of the night? I think it would be great.
Have a good show, everybody.
Hey, you have a great
Will.
night.
Thanks, Ruby. Have a good
Thank
night.
you, Ruby.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
So right now, Biden needs 197 votes according to CNN to win it at this
Mhm.
Yeah.
juncture, based on
Trump's still a
projections.
popular vote.
I think CNN's just being extremely like hedging their own bets and not wanting to be the one that calls it too early.
Texas
Yeah.
there's a 0.5% difference in Texas. That's crazy.
Wait, for
Texas is
Biden,
super
there's
close.
a 25%.
No, 0.5%.
0.5. Sorry.
Yeah.
And they've got 65% in. But there's also a lot of rural counties to kind of
Mm-hmm.
add to that too. So Trump is going to take Texas.
Hey, Dick, was Nick gonna hop on or no?
Who?
Nick.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he wanted to, but he's not responding to the.
Yeah.
Oops, I just closed it. Yeah, it doesn't show that he's read it. Oh no, he's seen and read it. I don't know.
Here's
mean,
what it is.
I'm sure we could. I can post the link in there one more time just in case he didn't get it. If I can post the link.
Christ, even the picture of Trump that they're using on the map is just annoying.
Well, the
Yeah.
picture, I feel like the one for Fox News, he looks young. Like, it looks like an apprentice era Donald Trump picture.
That's kind of the one CNN's got it. Like he's looking right at the camera, but he's kind of like smirking.
He's a half smirk, his eyes are furrowed. He's just like,
So you mean kind of a stroke? I can be helpful, maybe.
What is? Who's watching Fox?
just me.
What's Fox showing for West Virginia?
They're still talking about Ohio. Give me a second. I'm waiting for it to scroll through.
CNN still has Trump taking West Virginia.
Oh, they're talking about the 2016 election. What the hell are they doing?
Yeah, that's the same thing CNN's doing. Like they're comparing everything right now. Like they were talking a lot about what Hillary took last time.
What ABC is showing for West Virginia right now is 45% of the vote is in, and Trump is leading West Virginia 218,000 to 130,000. So that's
think-
relatively close still.
They've already called West Virginia for Trump on Fox.
And on AP.
See, they've called West Virginia for Biden on CNN. Or no,
No,
well,
no,
no, they're
CNN
calling
has
for
it
Trump on
has it
CNN.
for Trump.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have him at 64.2% lead.
Yeah.
Or percent of the vote.
Florida is still 3 points difference with 92% in.
We're looking at Michigan right now.
What, baby? I'm sorry. Yeah, come here.
No.
That little black one back there. Look at that little.
Hang on a second, guys.
Yeah, that's a little red panda. Uncle Blaine bought that for me.
Yeah, I still have my my orca.
The little one. It's a
Yeah,
big
Tyler. I got my. Oh no. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Are you holding a flash drive?
I am holding an orca.
Oh, now I see it.
It's like a little tiny killer whale.
Nice.
Got it from the
Aw.
St. Louis Zoo.
Look at that happy pup.
She was annoying the shit out of me. She was whining. So I'm like,
She's the only one in here in this room that's really happy.
Who
Right
did she vote for?
she wants me to chase her around the apartment. That's pretty much all she ever wants is to grab a toy and then run around for me to chase her around.
Did she ever? Wasn't she the one that was having some snoring, drooling issues?
She still does. Like she has these weird incidents. They thought it was seizures initially. We're still not sure what it is. But she just starts like dripping like a faucet for hours on end.
Hmm.
Don't know what causes it. Don't really know what starts it. But
But it's very irregular.
yeah, it's like every few weeks.
Oh, okay.
We had one on Sunday. It was the first time since like the beginning of October.
They're pretty close to calling North Carolina for Biden, it looks like.
Yeah.
What was that?
North Carolina for Biden.
Oh yeah, 71% of the vote. He's up like 300,000.
ABC's showing 77% of the vote.
Ooh.
North
So
Carolina.
even more, yeah.
AP showing 78.
Well, God damn. Well, I'll be.
Yeah, Trump's definitely catching up in Texas.
Oh yeah.
All those day of votes.
Like it's within 40,000 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it 24,000 with
Wow.
Fox.
No, I've just got CNN on the TV, so all I'm seeing is what
Oh,
they're
now
showing.
it shifted again. Now it's Biden has 3,988,000 and Trump has 3,853,000 with 60% in.
See, ABC showing 65%. Biden with 3,768,000 and Trump with 3,727,000.
These are all over the place. I
Yep.
don't know.
See,
Everyone's
I'm
got
using.
varying degrees of
That's
right.
that's why I
Yeah.
pulled a different one up than everyone else just to see how different it was.
Right.
See, I can't flip between channels. I'm using my phone to cast Hulu up to my TV, and I can't flip while I'm using Zoom.
The total percentage of votes in right now nationwide, this says 28%.
28.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
28%. Trump, as far as votes go, is ahead of Biden by like 1 million.
California's not in yet, though. That'll change
Right.
the overall.
Right.
The
I mean-
CNN still has
Yeah.
Texas as blue.
I'm just saying, as far as total
Yeah.
votes, right now ABC is showing Biden with 80 electoral votes, Trump with 51, but Trump is ahead of Biden in total votes by
Yeah.
almost 1 million.
Yep. CNN's got Biden 73 to 48 over Trump right now, but they just took the overall down. I can't see it.
This is showing too. I was asking about all the East Coast, or at least the Northeast. This is showing every state blue except New Hampshire and Rhode Island.
Okay.
I don't see any
Maine-
reason why those wouldn't go blue.
Yeah, Maine's only got like 3% of their vote out too, but
Yeah.
Trump is ahead in Maine right now by like 3,000 votes.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
that'll
still-
that'll flip blue for sure.
Right. You would think so anyway. Maine
So will
might as
Rhode
well be
Island.
Canada.
Rhode Island is a historically Democratic state.
Right.
Right. Pretty much all of New England typically ends up being
Yeah.
like that. If there's ever a good reason to actually like New England. Sorry, Tyler.
No, you should
My
just say there's a
distaste for the
reason I like
Patriots
New
is
England.
legendary. I will not apologize.
I do think
Oh,
that
wow.
that
Oh, no,
Joe
that's
Bi-
less than 1%. Never mind.
Go ahead,
Joe
Brandon.
Biden's hold on Texas is going to be slipping because we have all the major cities, El Paso, San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, and Houston, all reporting in at around 70, 71.
Has it?
Yeah.
So
Are
as
the
it gets
results from
more-
Houston coming in now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the highest. That's the highest concentration of people in the state.
Where at?
Houston.
Houston.
Yes. Houston is
talking Texas now.
70% reporting. Biden's leading by a very big margin there.
Almost a
That's-
million.
Where?
No.
Oh,
and
not-
just in
not a
Harris
million.
County.
Uh,
He's got 789,000 and
Yep.
Trump has 601. So that's a good number there. However, there's 70% in there, and there's a lot more rural to make up here throughout the state. And I am not confident that these big city counties are going to be enough. However, hold on.
CNN's
Oh.
projecting Connecticut to Biden, South Dakota to Trump.
Mhm. Dallas County still has 0% reporting.
It's really weird
But-
they haven't called New Hampshire. yet.
Dallas County, you said, Brandon?
Yeah, but they have votes like
The one I have pulled up says 81% for Dallas County,
okay.
526,000 for Biden, 261,000 for Trump.
CNN now has Texas at a tie.
Ooh.
See, that's what I was talking about earlier. The problem with Texas is you go basically central to north central Texas, and that's just one big red block normally.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
And you don't like
Absolutely.
you would think that, in all reality, in all those counties, there's still probably less people than there is just in Harris County.
Right.
But I mean, they're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
CNN still has Georgia predicted for Trump at the moment.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Only 36%
Big-
in there, so
big
that
shocker.
could change, but I don't really expect it to.
Yeah.
No. The only
Oh,
other
they're-
major
They were talking
city
about
is
it being different.
is Augusta to come in, and I don't
Yeah.
see it swaying that much.
Alabama's close though, where it's at right now.
Yeah.
It's within 5,000 votes.
All right, dudes. Well, hey, I'm gonna jump
CAP.
off for a little bit. I'll be checking in and see when how long you guys are on. I'll hopefully jump back in before this is all said and done.
Alrighty, man.
Yep.
Sounds good. See
All right,
ya.
dude.
See, AP is already calling it for Donald Trump completely.
Yeah, same. That's what I was about to say.
Wait, what did
AP
I do?
has
Georgia?
What did
no
I do?
Alabama. They say Donald Trump has 123,000.
Weird.
So they're already calling it. It's funny how off time some of these are.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I think CNN's being the most ironically conservative about it.
Yeah.
Like they're not calling anything, and they're waiting to call the stuff as long as they can. It seems like. I'm really surprised how quickly the Associated Press has been calling stuff. Fox as well.
Mm-hmm. Fox has been flying with some of these.
That's really strange to me.
I think they just want to. Yeah, I think as soon as they get some kind of confirmation, they want to post it just to get viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Joe Jorgensen has 1% of the vote.
What about Spike? What does Spike have?
I don't see Spike. I see Howie Hawkins. He's got
What about Kanye?
0.2%. Other candidates shows 0 electoral votes, obviously, and 0.2% with 77,000 votes.
Kanye got my vote. Shit.
Go Yeezy.
Fox News is
the birthday
calling-
party.
calling the Democrats retain House control.
Yeah. And this headline is "Water is wet."
Show me the Senate. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, that would.
I agree.
Although we really won't know that until after the presidential, since Harris counts. I hate that I know this kind of shit.
All right, get some beer.
Get you some beer, AP. Get you some beer.
So right now they've got 49.3 each percent for Texas on CNN. Like it's a dead tie.
Yep.
Like within 200 votes, I think it is.
If we could win Texas, that'd be huge.
That would be the end of it.
Texas is literally right now. CNN's reporting 1,000 vote difference.
Yeah.
Cheers, AP.
Yeah. If
Yes.
Hang on, I'm getting in on that.
if Biden wins Texas, Florida won't matter.
That I can agree to.
Yeah, Texas is now. Well, Fox has it as 50% Biden, 48.7% Trump, with a 100,000 vote difference.
Didn't W come out in support of Biden?
Or I don't know. Did he?
I don't think he formally did. I could be wrong.
He wasn't gonna. He would never do formally. I don't think. But
ABC right now, it's within 1,000 votes. 49-49.
for Texas,
Yep.
yeah, that's the same CNN.
AP has currently 49.9 to 48.7 in Texas. At 61% in.
In Colorado, they're starting to look at here.
3,818,000 to 3,817,000. Oh, it just went. Trump is ahead by 20,000 votes now. So it went from 100,000 to 20,000.
That shit's
That's
crazy.
weird.
Mhm.
That
That's
is weird
not
how
counting
how
anything
off
we
these
get-
are.
That's not counting anything that's coming in late.
Wow. That
That's
20,000 that 20,000 just jumped up to 50,000 again.
They're saying that the Dems actually expanded their majority
In the
What's
house.
that?
in the House. They expanded their majority in the House. So that's good, but
I'm gonna say Pelosi's safe.
See, here
kind of hope they
here's-
get a new
Speaker.
Here-
I
here's
doubt
the-
that.
new speaker,
I
but I
wouldn't
don't know if
disagree
she'll
with
give
that.
up. I think she's had enough time. It's like
Yeah.
her third run for,
Yeah.
but she does
Once
get
again,
elected.
like
I
I
don't know
said,
who would.
with,
I don't know who would replace her, but
We keep talking about all the messed up things for all the different news sites that we're looking at. Right now, ABC News is showing that Republicans have the majority for the House.
really,
What?
Yep.
Christ.
they're saying that
I think-
Trump has a 93% probability of winning Florida.
Oh well, yeah. At this
Yeah,
point, it's without a doubt.
Mhm.
I think we can pretty much say that all of the major news networks are pretty much throwing shit at a wall and going, we don't fucking know, but we're gonna guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trump's definitely catching up in Texas. But still, it's still saying 61% reporting, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Colorado's in, it looks like.
Yeah, I saw that. Where the hell is
CNN's got them blue.
Mhm.
Where is Harris County?
So if you're looking at Texas,
Oh, I found it.
Houston.
yep, it's the bottom right of the state.
It's still saying with 70% in that it's for Biden.
Yeah, it's showing Houston blue.
And then where's what county is Austin in?
Travis.
Mm-hmm.
Travis County. Well, it's the bigger cities. Oh, and I guess
Yeah.
Biden just went ahead in Texas.
well, that's good.
Georgia, they're still calling for Trump as at least of right now.
It probably will go that way. At this point, he's
Talking Georgia,
It's-
they've only got CNN's only reporting 37% in with Georgia still.
37% in. Let's see
Yeah,
what
they're still
AP's got
well
on
in.
it. They've got 39% in, and yeah, like that's a pretty sizable. That's like almost 400,000. I mean, he's leading him by quite a sight, like by quite a few points, double digits.
So I just kind of not quite changing the subject, but I just switched to the paid Hulu, so the Hulu with live TV, and the fact that
Yeah.
it keeps buffering me off of live, and I have to keep jumping back to live is really fucking annoying.
Oh yeah.
I pay for YouTube TV for that exact reason because that does not happen at
Oh.
all.
Hulu's got the channels I want to watch, but it's also literally $55 cheaper than what I'm paying my apartment for Dish Network, which I fucking hate anyway.
YouTube TV has every channel that Hulu Live has plus more.
All right.
And they're taking their sweet time in Pennsylvania.
I was getting ready to say that.
That's well, they said that Pennsylvania couldn't start even counting votes until after the polls closed, right?
There's some weird states rules.
Yeah.
What are
They're
they
saying that
about?
Pennsylvania is probably gonna be one of the last ones to actually be reported. Like they weren't gonna start counting the absentee ballots until after the polls closed.
I
That's
can't believe
what,
Texas is this close.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, the fact that
That
it's
is
close at all is
crazy.
amazing.
Right.
It really is. You
When's the
know,
last time Texas has gone blue? Or
Not
has
in my
it?
lifetime that I can remember.
Carter.
Yeah. Something you have to remember about Texas too. There's so many people that have left California and
Yes.
went to Texas.
Same with Chicago and
Yeah.
New York as well.
Yeah.
And if you look at just as far as, we talk about capitalism all the time. Pretty much every major corporation that used to be headquartered out of California or Silicon Valley or, any major population center in California has moved to Texas because there's so many tax incentives and land is cheaper and, the list goes on. And it's not covered by smog. So
yet.
Thank you. I was gonna say the same thing.
No, I don't think
Nope.
Texas would.
nothing
Don't
nothing
you-
like a little optimism, but
don't you know, Blaine, the sky's too big in Texas to be covered up by that smog.
Yeah, you're at. You're at.
Yeah, I done told you it can't happen.
Everything's,
everything's
bigger
bigger
in
in Texas, including my desire to plug my cousin.
Hey, Texas is great.
Yeah.
Texas is America. Everyone else is just pretending.
Hell yeah.
So, real quick, I saw a sticker on the back of somebody's car today at our event that said had a picture of the American flag that says, "If this offends you, pack your bag, or I'll help you pack."
Nobody's
But,
offended
okay.
by the American flag.
That's exactly, yeah. It's like,
Like
no one's
who is
offended by the
who is
American
offended by
flag.
the American flag? Nobody.
Embarrassed, maybe, but not offended.
I don't know anybody that's offended by the Confederate flag, the quote unquote Confederate flag.
Right.
It's just like you're an idiot. I'm not offended by this. I'm just calling you an idiot.
Now, goddamn, Blaine, that's my heritage.
Says
My
the
voting
banner right behind him.
I was actually pretty surprised. I had to go to Lafayette Hardware today to get some stuff before I took my nooner, and there's two elderly guys that work in there behind the counter, and you know they're always fucking slurred shit, and they're always like badgering each other. You know, they're like the old men from the Muppets.
Best two characters.
They were basically nose to nose behind the counter, yelling at each other about, you know, the Trump convoy that was trying to intimidate the Biden bus.
They were protecting it. Protecting it.
They're the one guy is like, you cannot tell me that this isn't intimidation. What? They weren't trying to protect that bus. How could you be so dumb and so naive to think anything else? And the other guy's like, no, they were protecting it. It ain't intimidation. They're just driving down the road. What do you expect?
You can play it however you want.
I know, but I was like, you know what? Normally, where we live in Indiana, it's like never would I think that I would walk in a business and hear somebody defending Joe Biden. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is crazy.
That encounter I had at the little scene
yeah.
over on night was amazing. Jesus God. They just showed the Mitch McConnell winning Kentucky, and his picture makes me want to fucking shoot the TV. God, I hate him
in the
so
background.
much. What's that?
Does it have his wife in the background?
No, it's just his little mugshot or whatever. But
I like him.
Who
I like
just
his
reported?
SNL with the purple hands.
Somebody just reported.
if you looked up a picture of the word smug, it would have fucking Mitch McConnell on there. I fucking hate.
Did you see him like when he was in his debate and he was like giggling like a crazy person?
Yeah.
McConnell's a cuck.
Yeah.
Alternative Press has Biden 122.
Do they have they called the Lindsey Graham race yet?
Not that I've seen.
What is that? What is that? North Carolina or South Carolina?
Yeah.
South.
It's got him winning.
Yeah.
Alternative Press does. I'm just on. I literally went
Alternative Press
or Associated Press.
Hey man, I get all my news from the fucking Alternative Press.
Yeah,
They
AP.
done told me that Trump's gonna make America great again and that we're gonna win.
Alternative Press sounds like it should come with a plaid shirt and a nose ring.
That's because it does. Alternative Press is a music. I think it's mostly like rock and metal and stuff. Anyways, I literally just Googled election results and it brought up the live results from Associated Press. I about said it again.
I'm gonna start a podcast called Alternative Press.
That's gonna be your episode title needs to be Alternative Press.
Right.
What were you saying, AP?
That's gonna be my new podcast, Alternative Press with AP.
I'm still for Poor Buckles.
I'm telling you right now, if I fucking have another hard day at work and I open my phone to like 712 messages, I'm just gonna fucking smash it.
I'm sorry.
I just got this back today. I will fucking smash it into a million pieces. I will go dark. Bravo 6. Fucking peace out.
I feel somewhat responsible for this.
Was that like Sunday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when it was like no one else was up yet, and Alex and I were the only people in this conversation, just going back and forth like 2 hours.
I was working.
I was
a
up.
fucking American, and I didn't have time to respond.
I was up at 8:30.
I was popped in.
The rest of America.
I was up at 8:30, and then we go to our local Halloween Spirit to catch up on the deals day after Halloween. And whilst in there for the 15-20 minutes that we were there, maybe slightly longer, 43 messages.
I was laying in bed and had nothing better to do.
I was drinking coffee and like planning my day, and I was just like, "Oh, what's Buckles?" Like Buckles just started a conversation. I was like, just back and forth.
I
So-
was watching Ghostbusters in bed.
There you go.
So
Hell
I
yeah.
came up with an intro for poor Buckles.
Oh
Oh,
god.
He did. He
Um,
did. I heard this.
And I got to try to remember it with everything kind of going on. I do believe it was like, "Welcome to Poor Buckles with me, Andrew Poor, as I subject our lovable co-host Buckles to so much political talk he threatens self-harm."
It just cut to a picture of my head down on the desk, just slamming to the fist down.
This motherfucker spit.
God! There's only so many ways I can say we're doomed.
Oh man. Oh, I gotta take the gremlin. I got the gremlin back.
Yay.
The fourth co-host of JIC.
The gremlin.
Oh,
So Trump has
Yeah.
taken Texas
we gave Ruby
Has he
and Juno new
Officially
nicknames
or
on alternative
Yeah.
press.
last weekend. Ruby is now
Oh, he
known
has
as
moved
Pork,
ahead.
and Juno's known as Chop because all they do is eat.
what do I imagine instead of like Wolf Blitzer or something? Alternative press is Kurt Loder reporting everything.
Kurt Loder.
I like it.
As long as they're still
Okay,
playing the Peace Bells
Um,
intro to it, I'm good.
Kurt Loder, and then what was the other? I'm trying to remember. Like the black dude with like the long hair.
Sway.
Kurt Loder.
Okay.
Sway.
Who was the fucking burnout? The Jesse something or other. Dude looked like if you fed the guy from Jane's Addiction meth for like 6 months.
Dave Navarro?
what the fuck is his name? No, the singer. Stinger.
Oh. I only know Dave Navarro. I don't remember
Dave
any.
Navarro looks like he's been fed meth for 6 months. So
True.
No, that's just called
He-
Carmen Electra.
I was gonna say what actually it is Carmen Electra's a succubus, and she drained his meat suit.
God damn it. I gotta look up this guy now. Shit, I gotta get my tablet out. Hold on. There was a dude, because I'm of the age group where I actually watched TRL as a fucking teenager because that was what you did.
Yeah,
I
it's
watched
true.
TRL and I hated it.
I hated it and loved it at the same time.
I still want to choke Carson Daly.
Understandable.
That's most people do, I would say.
He
That
helped
makes
he
you a
helped
good
Joe
human being.
Dirt find his family though.
Ohio, according to CNN, is kind of closing in and getting really tight.
Yeah, it
Biden
is.
has a 74,000 lead, according to CNN.
Yep. About the same for AP.
I agree.
Which AP?
The
Alternative press or
You know what?
There he goes.
I'm
Jesse
just gonna make
Camp
up my
is the
own
dude.
polls, and I'm just gonna. There's people like AP keeps saying this. That's what I say.
Yep.
Yeah, look at
That's what
Jesse
I
Camp on
said.
Google.
I'm just gonna have a dartboard that's the United States. I'm just gonna be throwing red and blue darts and whatever sticks. I'm like, all right, projecting.
you would get sued for copyright infringement because that's what Donald Trump does.
For coffee, right?
Copyright.
So
Copy.
Coffee, right? Coffee.
Covfefe.
Coffee, right?
Covfefe, right?
Covfefe, right.
I found the meth head from MTV. Jesse Camp.
Jesse Camp. I'm on it right now.
Yeah. Look him up. You might recognize him. You may be too young, but tell me this dude doesn't look like he's seen some shit at age 20.
Oh damn.
Who?
Jesse Camp.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
It's like a
you
young
remember
Scott
that dude?
Wayland.
Is he an actor? Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, is probably the appropriate reaction.
Is he?
That dude, I
How-
remember they had him as a host because he was so fucking strung out every time he was on camera. Like, literally, they'd ask him a question, and his response was like, "Well, man, he's just like
Oh,
randomly
man.
babbling about.
I haven't
shit.
heard this term in forever. So because I googled, went to Image, and all the links say former MTV VJ.
BJ. Yeah,
The term VJ. It's been a long time since I heard that.
it's taken on a slightly different meaning these days.
Yeah, vagina job, obviously. Oh man, I could really go for a VJ. What? It's a vagina
Yeah.
job. You mean sex? No, a VJ. Idiot.
I can
But
still
my
remember the first
wife-
video. The very first video I remember watching on MTV was Corn Freak on a Leash. It's still one of the best.
Oh
videos
yeah,
I've ever
fuck
seen.
yeah. So back in the
Watch the
day, huh?
You guys watch the new Borat?
I have not yet. I need to.
Yeah.
Back in the day, there was this thing called so the platform Shockwave, you know, kind of like Adobe Flash.
Yeah.
There was Shockwave, and they had this
Right.
thing called the Shock Machine, and it was just like this little program. It was a computer program. You flipped it on, whatever you did back in the day, and it was like this carousel, and you could download like little episodes or games to play on it. Yeah, they had I think they had Freak on a Leash on there. They had a bunch of South Park shit on there. They had a ton of South Park shit on there. Good times. I remember waiting out Y2K on that thing.
Turd sandwich.
What's up, Tyler? Are you okay over there?
I got this.
He's being
I got
pummeled
this
by little
thing.
fists.
I got this thing.
Let's go get this grandma. It's mad.
I got the child.
Hey, don't be mad. You yell at me all the time.
Let me see the baby.
I can't help you.
I want to see.
That's like my worst Werner Herzog impression.
That seems like a very difficult accent to try to pull off, though.
Let me see the baby.
I must
want-
have the
I want-
baby. Here you go.
Hi, Skylar.
Buckles says hello.
Hey.
She's just mad at me all the time because I can't feed her.
Have you tried?
So, funny story. One morning,
Oh,
when
do
Ruby
tell.
when Ruby was little, it was like 4:30, maybe 3:30 in the morning. Like, she was freaking out, and I wanted to let Skylar sleep, so I went in her room and I got her out of her bed, and I took her downstairs, and I didn't have any a shirt on, and I was like, just sitting in the chair, like rocking her, and all at once, I experienced what a woman who breastfeeds experiences. She latched
no.
onto my nipple.
You got Peter Griffin.
And oh, mommy, I was uncomfortable.
You're awake.
You got Peter Griffin.
Yeah, I immediately woke up and I didn't stop crying for hours.
You're like, you're not gonna get anything. What do
Oh.
you want from me?
God.
Store is closed.
Store closed. Shop's boarded up. Shop's
Can't sit here.
Oh Christ!
Carolina has kind of narrowed up a little
Guys-
bit too.
He lost
Mitch McConnell's
South.
speech is on it. I don't think he's moving.
Let's say both the Dakotas are being predicted for Trump.
Mhm.
I've seen that.
Biden's leading by like 84,000.
Colorado
North
went
Carolina.
Biden.
Yeah, that was pretty expected.
Texas is still really close, according to Associated Press.
50,000. Oh, it just changed. Now it's basically 100,000 votes.
Oh yeah.
CNN's still way behind. Like literally, they're still calling it 89 to 54 Biden.
Arkansas, I don't think's a chance. There's a chance.
Micah Taylor says, "Oh God, Tyler has the gun show going on."
Yeah.
When does Tyler not have the gun show going though?
True story.
I got big meaty arms.
We had one game of D&D not too long ago over at Mr. Linder's place, and that involved all four of us taking our shirts off, or five of us taking our shirts off
Yeah, we took
for
our
no real
shirts off.
reason.
Sounds like a drunk catastrophe.
Just because.
I don't really know why. It just kind of happened.
Flamin' buttholes.
Oh,
Yep.
Trump's officially moved into triple digits in
They're
terms of
flaming
electoral count.
buttholes.
Yeah, AP's got it 131 to 92 still.
Yeah, 129 to 100. So I don't know where the
Okay, so for those who have watched previous elections, is it normally like this skewed across several different networks? Like, God damn,
In
this
the
is
past
nuts.
time I've watched it, I've watched it, but I've only usually watched one channel. I'm not usually
Yeah.
jumping around from network to
That's-
network.
Yeah,
So,
honestly, it's I can't remember the last time I actually closely watched an election like I am now, and like it's like wow.
Well,
I'm
this
trying
is
to remember.
notably a really bad example, though.
Did we do anything as a network at the last election?
No, we weren't even a thing.
I thought we were a thing.
No, we started a year later,
Really?
like a full year later. We were almost a full year into Trump's presidency as a network when we were born.
Oh wait.
Yeah, because we started in August 2017.
I thought it was. Oh yeah, you're right.
I am right, AP.
Damn. What I remember, I feel like I remember.
I am.
Oh, yeah, August of 2017. Yeah, we were already well into.
It wasn't until late. I mean, Podcastrophe recorded his first episode August 22nd, or maybe that's when it first released. I can't remember. But yeah,
Hey, poor catastrophe. October 17th.
yeah. Poor Catastrophe. I still have the recording file on my
Nice.
computer.
Yeah, I just listened to yours and Brandon's podcast read from last week, 2 weeks ago.
That was a couple weeks. I wasn't planning on releasing anything until all 10 episodes are done, but I figured I might as well just drop it because it's been a while. It's been since July.
Yeah, I like the stroll down memory lane of that episode.
Yeah. I haven't
So-
released anything since July.
Really quick, where are you streaming this to?
Right now, Facebook and YouTube
I
Gotcha.
called Virginia for Biden.
and Twitch. I always forget about Twitch, but I don't care about Twitch. It's there though.
Twitch has been just offhand. Twitch has been a really interesting thing with me and Nate talking about on JIW lately.
Yeah.
WWE's trying to take over all their performers Twitch streams. It's really fucked up and weird.
And for the record, I also forgot to hit record for this, so
Trump's moved ahead in Ohio.
I thought you hit record.
uh
You told Nate that you hit record.
I don't recall saying that. I just know I said we were going live. That's all I remember. And then I never hit
I came
record.
in with we're doing it live.
What I can do though is just download the video and throw it in Reaper.
Fuck yeah, there you go, bud.
I've
You
done
do
I've done it before.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh god, I'm just scrolling through Facebook, like trying to just see if there's anything that we're missing, and the shit where the naysayers are out already. You know,
Oh, yeah,
the votes aren't gonna get counted tonight. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing you talk about it.
Yeah.
All the libertarian guys are being edgy and coming out of the woodwork too.
Well, if as long as we're talking about votes and all the important things, Wendy's is winning 68-18 right now.
You
Hey,
you and
I
I
had
need
it-
to fucking talk about these food polls because there's some fucking
I'm-
bullshit.
I had Wendy's
Tell
today.
you, man, it's randomized, completely randomized.
Wendy's is not better than Freddy's.
Oh, I had
What
the
is
weird-
Freddy's?
Dude, I'm sorry. I was at Freddy's on Saturday. Or
What is
Sunday, and
Freddy's?
I was not impressed.
I've never heard of Freddy's.
There's one in West
Freddy's-
Lafayette over by.
Freddy's Frozen Custard. It's a Nebraska food chain. Its direct competition would be Shake Shack and In-N-Out Burger.
Okay. Well,
I see their Culvers to me.
I am never in
I'm-
West Lafayette because fuck West Lafayette, fuck campus, fuck West Lafayette.
Well, they're not. They're not.
I
on
have my own
campus.
issues with campus right now.
Oh, Buckles, I lived that poll today.
Oh yeah.
I was driving trying to find a place to get lunch today. There was a Freddy's next to a Culver's next to a Wendy's next to like an Arby's, and I got Wendy's. So just
I
Why
got
do I
Wendy's
feel
for
like we
dinner.
have to go deeper?
Did
Um,
Wendy's for dinner.
I-
No, I had an interesting moment yesterday or Sunday, I should say. I found out. Yes, I know there's
Man.
another dog outside.
Man, Trump is really pulling ahead in Texas.
Oh yeah, it just like I
Ooh.
figured he would.
and Ohio.
Yep.
Gross.
This is not going well. How long until the West Coast closes? A while.
11.
So there's another 15 minutes until the next polls close, wherever the next polls is.
Oh, that's all-
Arizona is still not showing
That's
anything.
Nevada, Arizona, Utah, Idaho, and Montana.
It's so funny to look at all these red states, and you zoom in on them, and like the places that like the major cities are completely blue. Meanwhile, everything else is red.
Because he loves the poorly educated, remember?
Absolutely.
Have they called
Absolutely.
Minnesota yet? No.
Like,
Minnesota might
seriously,
go.
Minnesota's
direct quote
blue.
from CNN earlier.
Minnesota
Direct
is blue.
quote from CNN. They said something about being this is a very diverse, very young, very college-educated crowd, so not Trump's voters. It's like, wow, just bury that one, why don't you?
Well, that's the thing. Like he's polled extremely well with non-educated white men.
In Minnesota, Kanye West has 1,693 votes.
Oh my
In where?
God.
In Minnesota,
Impending sign of the apocalypse right fucking there.
he is literally just like he's less than
He's gonna win Diet
is-
Canada.
he has 0.24%. Howie Hawkins from the Green Party has 0.31. He's closing on Howie Hawkins.
Are there any dead people running this year? Usually there's like one every year.
How many dead people are voting?
Yeah.
The same amount that got stimulus checks.
Oh,
I know somebody who tried to vote today and told they had already voted.
But they didn't.
They did not.
Did you hear about somebody got arrested over in Mulberry, charged with battery at one of the polls?
I heard about that.
I guess he went in and he had an expired driver's license. They told him he couldn't vote, and he'd like punch somebody out.
Man.
Well, just do better. Like,
Or bring a different photo ID. I mean, oh Christ!
that's wow. Okay.
Michigan, they're still calling in favor of Trump right now, but way late still.
Yeah.
Some of these
Pennsylvania's only at
precincts,
16%.
some of these precincts have very little.
Yeah.
Or counties have very little precincts like reporting.
Right now, I'm
on.
just hoping that Biden maintains his lead in Pennsylvania because it looks like Ohio and Texas and Florida are not going his way.
Nope.
I haven't seen Texas show up, but Florida is not looking at good shape, at least at this point.
He's still 80,000 ahead in North Carolina with 80% reporting.
It just makes it on a serious note, it
Oh.
legitimately makes me sad to see that many people voting for Trump, period.
Oh man,
Uh-huh.
AP's
Just-
got alternative press has updated numbers of that. Only Biden's only up 20,000 in North Carolina with 86%.
That's what I have on Fox News as well. About 20,000 votes.
They need to clip North Carolina away from Trump to halt him, to
Mhm.
stop him. If they can,
They're calling
keep it.
South Carolina for Trump on CNN.
They have
That's
not
not
called
a-
it on Fox News. Look at CNN getting something done early.
I don't know what their deal is. Like, it's so weird to me.
I think Trump has a firm enough
They're
lead.
calling Alabama for Trump as well.
Yeah, that was called a while ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's CNN's doing it now, is what they're saying.
Right. Mexico still looks like Biden. I still have a feeling the whole West Coast is going to go for Biden.
Yeah.
You would think.
Well,
I mean, Trump kind of left them on fire, so
the problem, like Oregon specifically, the problem with a state like that is the western half of the state is all incredibly left. The eastern side of the state is all incredibly right. And then you go to like Idaho. Idaho is like you would think being that close to bordering Washington and Oregon would be a pretty a liberal area, but it's like fucking a haven for conservatives.
Hmm.
You've got two recreational legal marijuana states bordering you, and if you have fucking marijuana in Idaho, they'll kill you. Like, shit's fucking backwards there.
You see that they,
Well,
they
Idaho's
legalized
long been,
marijuana
like-
in New Jersey today?
What's that?
Hasn't
Legalized-
Idaho been like a stronghold for white supremacists for years, though?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you've got Idaho and Nevada. You never know how fucking Nevada is going to end up. Utah's obviously all crazy Mormons, so
Right.
it sucks. See, I'm reading this article here. We were just talking about Florida. It says early reaction from Florida. Biden lost crucial ground with crucial Cuban constituency. How did Biden lose the Cuban constituency when you have the xenophobe fucking Donald Trump?
Cubans
they
love
were-
Trump.
They were able to successfully campaign and label Biden as a socialist.
Mhm.
I'd say the same reason that anybody votes for Trump is because he's good at lying and selling people shit.
Trump is now caught up. He's within
GOP
10,000.
House candidate defends photos from Hitler's vacation retreat.
What?
What is this?
Um,
From the Eagles
Cawthorn?
Nest?
what?
Hang on. Let me see what this is.
If it's from the Eagles Nest, I've been there.
Oh, so I guess yeah, a guy got elected to District 11 in North Carolina. This is a very... Yeah, and he had pictures from so Cawthorn won the seat that was previously held by Mark Meadows, who left to be the chief of staff. Sorry. Yeah, and apparently he spent a vacation at Hitler's retreat.
That sounds like fun. Take a day trip to the bunker.
Yeah, and he said he described it as on his bucket list for a while.
That's
The Eagles
Woo.
Nest is an incredible. I mean, it's an incredible fucking place. I mean, it's a fortress on top of a mountain.
It does sound cool.
Remind me sometime. I don't know if this is the time or place to do it. Remind me sometime to tell you guys about the story when I was working as an insurance agent and encountered a bunch of elderly Hitler youth. Like seriously.
Alrighty.
Like elderly Germans from Germany.
They was outside of New Richmond or outside of Richmond, Indiana, and they had. I was riding in with a partner who was driving, and as we drove in, it was like this little kind of remote farm. They had a wrought iron fence outside their house, and as we passed in, there was something written on it I couldn't quite make out. Made a mental note I wanted to look at it when we left. We get into the house. They're both in their like mid 80s, and had a pretty heavy German accent. Like you can tell they've kind of worked it out of their system, but they still have a bit of an accent. And very nice people, but they said they were not from the U.S. originally. They had moved in the 50s from Germany, and didn't really say, like, when we asked them why their family moved, they wouldn't really say. They wouldn't really come up with anything. As we left, I got a better look at the gate, and literally it was the Iron Eagle and the phrase "Arbeitet macht frei," which, for those playing the home game, was the inscription that means "work will set you free" that was over the gate of Auschwitz.
Oof.
Yeah. So perfect age, perfect nationality, area, time of departure, and Auschwitz. So pretty sure that may have been Hitler Youth.
Oh, they called South Carolina for Lindsey Graham.
That's unfortunate.
Super.
He had 55% of the vote.
He has managed to hold off a real win in South Carolina, and that is a big thing for the Republicans.
That's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Because Lindsey Graham, he was threatened.
I say again, you ever want a reason or an indication of why the U.S. government's so fucked up, and that's the fact that not only did McConnell win again, but it's his 7th fucking term.
Right.
7.
There needs to be term limits, but they'll never vote for it, so it's never going to amount to anything.
No, it'll never happen. You can't ask people
Trump-
to vote against their own self-interest. It'll never
Trump
happen.
has taken a sizable lead in Ohio, according to alternative press. He's
Who
now
has?
up. Trump. He's up over 100,000 now.
For
Yep.
where?
Ohio.
They've got it as still blue on the map here for CNN.
Hmm.
There's a lot of shit they're still saying too early to call, but yeah.
We're a few minutes away from them closing the next set of polls.
Yep.
Yep.
4 minutes roughly.
Hmm.
Like Georgia's only got 50% in right now, or 49% in.
Kind of crazy with the record amount of voting turnout. It's still kind of playing out like it typically does.
Yeah.
That's because war never changes.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Counting
In the
down.
grim darkness of the far future.
Mm-hmm.
They have Ohio 49.5% Biden, 49.2% Trump.
Where?
I'll be right back.
Ohio. This is on CNN.
Hmm.
64% estimated reporting.
Yeah,
They're
they're,
still
over-
less than 3/4 in.
they're saying
over on eight.
74%.
yeah, on AP. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that lead is shrinking for sure.
Yeah.
And as soon as obviously as soon as you start calling some of these states on the West Coast comes into play, it's going to get tight. But
I mean, isn't this the red mirage that they've been calling for? Is that it was going to look like Trump was ahead on election night?
True.
it's kind of the opposite.
Well,
I mean, it
no.
looks like normal, but-
What we have to think about also is how many of these are included with all the mail-in votes.
That's
Right.
true. These are
Like,
these are
there's
still
like
There's no one's gonna declare
the
yeah.
right. The prevailing fear in theory was that so many of the Democrats would vote early or vote by mail way early that wouldn't be counted until after today, essentially. So
Right.
the majority of Republicans who will all vote today would be counted first.
Mm-hmm.
So
They
you'd
really
have what they
should
call
change the rules
calling
about
the red
counting
mirage.
votes early. Because some of the
I don't
states
think
can't
that- yeah.
even touch the ballots until like 7 a.m. at the earliest.
Like I said, I think it was Pennsylvania could not open the ballots at all until the polls closed. Like they couldn't open or count anything until the polls actually closed. That's why Pennsylvania is so far back.
It's still weird. I don't get why some states can call with only 30% of the vote reporting, but then other states are nowhere near close with 75. It doesn't make
Because they've all got different rules on how they count votes and win and all that shit. It's all left up to state
Right,
government.
like Illinois. It's 34% of the votes reporting, and there's a 40,000 vote difference, but they've already called it. So
Right. That's why I mean, I think CNN is being very, very, very cautious about what they're calling and when. I think they're really afraid of how to put it, Fox is not afraid to call something early and then go back and change it.
right.
Tyler,
I think CNN's trying to avoid that.
you chose the wrong occasion to drink that.
What's he drinking?
He's drinking. So he's drinking one of these Phoenix Tears from 450 North. It is. Oh my God! Just there. Yeah. These were only brewed one time. It is a double dry hopped quadruple IPA with Galaxy, Citra, Cryo, and Amarillo and Mosaic.
That sounds awful.
Oh, it's delicious. 12% alcohol.
I have to side with AP here. That sounds horrible.
12%
Sounds
ABV.
heavy.
It's a good one.
It is excellent.
I'm not an IPA guy. I need to find that gateway. but-
So I got a 4-pack of these, and I drank 3 of them, and then I only drank them on certain occasions. Meanwhile, so I had one left, and I gifted it to Tyler for the birth of his child, which he was supposed to drink it then. Instead, he
didn't.
chose the death of America.
I didn't because I was very tired, and I thought the death of America was worthwhile here.
I haven't
It's
eaten.
tasty. It's a tasty.
I still have this right in my hand.
I got my natter day.
Make me puke.
For the real talk, anybody who hasn't tried this yet, this shit is delicious.
I think I've had it mixed.
It is. It's drinking liquid Reese's cup, and it's amazing.
I'm
Blaine,
trying to
you'd be-
think, huh?
You'd be really proud of me when we went and saw Sasquatch. Nick poured me a super beefy bourbon barrel fucking soaked IPA, and I drank it without even gagging.
Awesome.
Oh,
Proud of
boy.
you. Oh man, I really wanted to go to that.
Romney
Shit's
now.
getting
I don't
serious.
know
It's
what's
time
happening.
for the Shark Hat.
I really wanted to go see Sasquatch.
I was the only one that wore a winter coat.
So I'm just I kind of laugh at the fact that it just cuts the camera over when you speak, and suddenly a hat appears. The hat appears.
The Shark Hat, y'all. It's got sharks on it. But I was the only one who wore a winter coat, and I was the only one who wasn't like freezing to death.
Yeah.
You look like you should be in Bloodborne. Like,
Have you guys seen the District of Columbia voting?
they called it for Biden earlier, didn't they?
Yeah, 92%.
Yeah.
That's only with 55% reporting.
Christ,
Biden's taking Arizona. It looks like.
that was
Are
a
you
big
taking
one.
Arizona?
It looks
That's
like
a
it.
big one.
Alternative press says 53%.
There's your running guy of the night. Needs to be alternative press.
Hell
This
yeah.
one's not showing any like 0 votes reported from
Utah's going Trump,
Arizona.
but Mormons.
I don't know. Mitt Romney's come out very violently against Trump, which I am really surprised by.
Well, Trump is God's chosen candidate. His favorite book is the Bible.
I saw a comment earlier that that both candidates went to their chosen churches today in preparation of the election.
Mhm.
They named off Biden's church there in Pennsylvania or New Hampshire, wherever it is he lives, and said Trump went to Fox News.
Yeah.
When in doubt. When in doubt.
Also, Tyler, I loved your repost on Facebook earlier. Fuck! I forgot to build the wall.
Ah, fuck.
Oh shit! I forgot to build the wall. Damn it!
Oh, that was on my list.
Instead, 5 miles got
That's
built.
okay. He built one around the White House.
Yeah, he
That
did.
is- that-
And that took a day.
It's a pretty wall, I will say. It's stupid, but it's pretty.
He has 6 barricades.
I like that they
Six
built it as
walls.
being non-scalable.
Nah.
Non-scalable.
You give me a grappling hook, I'll get over that fucker.
I guarantee
Nick
you
would.
zombies would get over that shit right now. I've seen World War Z, goddammit.
He has a 6-layer wall in front of the White House.
I'll just get my Gallagher hammer out and I'll sledge-o-matic my way through there.
Sorry, I'm reminded of was it Futurama where they have the land Titanic and we built it with 75 titanium holes. Oh God, if we'd only built it with 76.
Mhm.
According to AP,
Yes.
North Carolina is now Biden leading by 3,000
Yes.
Oof.
with 87%.
Ooh.
Oh man, he is. That is tight.
AP on Google has him tied.
According to CNN,
Trump-
Trump has taken the lead in Arizona.
CNN
No.
has Trump
Trump
leading
is
Michigan
leading
as well.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
He did.
that
It did
too.
flip. Oh man.
CNN's got Trump leading Michigan as well.
And Wisconsin.
Oh man.
All really early in still. And
Yeah.
again, this is not counting any of the mail-in shit that hasn't been counted yet.
Right. This is why no one can concede tonight.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it, the Red Mirage.
Yeah.
It's
Because all
going to
this is
look
gonna
like-
fade, and this is how people are gonna be able to contest the vote. Be like, hey, on the
Right.
night they said this. You can't go back and say it was something else.
Yep, that's exactly. When the reality is, yeah, that's exactly what you can do because this isn't, election day is a fucking term. The election's not over
These are
until
all reported votes. These aren't like I don't
Well,
know.
no, and really, there hasn't been an election won on election day in years. Hasn't happened.
No.
No,
You
it's
just
all
have
just
projected
calls.
winners.
Not over until all the votes are counted. Period.
But if someone concedes, then voting stops, and then that's
yeah,
it.
Right.
that's that.
Right.
And
Because didn't Gore unconceded in 2000?
I take it
Yeah,
back.
Man Bear Pig.
When
Man Bear Pig
Florida
is a
went
thing.
the other
right?
way. Yeah.
You know
You had to
what?
Go fight Man Bear Pig.
You know what? I don't lose.
I don't lose. Take it back. Can you take it back? Yep, I did.
I mean, you got until the
no.
electoral
Bush said no
college
takes
votes the
backsies.
shit, right?
I'll take backs. Yeah.
CNN is reporting no takesies backsies.
You can't. We all know you can't triple stamp a double stamp.
Oh,
I
God.
imagine you have until the electoral college votes that to concede or unconcede, whatever.
Did anyone get upset that Hillary Clinton is one of the New York electoral voters?
That's ironic. That's
Yeah, she got-
ironic
she got
as fuck.
She got picked as one of the electoral voters,
She got fucked over by the electoral college.
right?
There was a report I read earlier. I think it was in San Francisco that one of their polling attendees is a Proud Boy.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell with the poll watchers? Like that kind of popped up out of nowhere, and I was like, what? Like, has anybody seen that around here, or is that
Yeah.
just yeah?
Yeah, they're not
No.
going to call Pennsylvania. I don't think.
There was
anytime.
something I read earlier about they weren't even allowed to have poll watchers up until recently when a federal judge let a decision, there was some kind of decision about it that expired and he didn't put it up for another vote. I don't fully understand that one, but yeah.
Yeah, nothing says you're pretty secure than standing at a poll with a fucking
Oh, shit.
AR-15 or whatever.
Well, nothing says you're secure like saying you're going to send lawyers in as soon as the election's over.
Yeah.
Of course,
Fourth, thank you very much, Supreme Court.
yeah.
So we're gonna keep talking until the results are confirmed, right?
Yeah, a couple
I'm-
a few months from now.
Yeah.
Just I've got my
Yeah.
phone plugged in, but I'm at 44%, so I may have to switch devices at some point.
During the
Mental
workday
faculty-
tomorrow. Just
My mental faculties aren't even at 44%. I can't last that long.
70% in Arizona, according to AP. Biden leads by about 220,000.
That's good.
That's with the major cities having been reported in, or at least called for those counties.
who's there?
Oh, sorry, dog's barking. I've got the patio door open, so if she sees another dog, she goes and barks at him, and then comes and whines at me like, "Why aren't you coming? Why aren't you walking out to see this?"
Do you see this dog?
No, I don't know how much longer we'll be on here. I mean, I'm sure you guys can sit in this Zoom chat for a while, but I might cut off the live feed for after a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna
Is
stay
it-
up until the.
I'm
The
pretty
West-
I'm pretty tired despite not having to work tomorrow.
Once again, I'm not
Are you
looking forward.
Brandon? Are you working still? No,
No, I've got my appointment tomorrow. So
gotcha.
Why do you guys have tomorrow off?
We don't normally. I have it off. I
Oh.
took my birthday and the day before my birthday off.
Did you guys have your shutdown this year?
We're having both of our shutdowns.
COVID didn't affect that.
Slightly. We're not getting paid for a day, and we're working a day of it for both of them.
Shutdown.
Coming up, and I think our first day of shutdown is actually Christmas Eve
Nice. How long do they give you?
till January 2nd.
I don't
Alright.
get any time. I get to work extra.
Yep, that's what
I
you
get-
get.
Now I don't
Our
have
last-
a choice.
That's what you get for working a real job, Tyler.
Hey,
Our
Tyler,
last day is
when are
the
you
18th.
not working?
Yeah. Why did you enter a trade?
Because I
He
don't
likes
know how that
being
works.
financially
Are you
secure. my
hourly,
God.
salary? I don't know how that works.
I'm an hourly employee.
Oh, okay. It seems like you work like
I'm,
60 hours a week.
I
Yeah.
work 7 days a week.
Do you like working 7 days a week?
No.
Look, I was gonna say, look at the expression. Of course he doesn't.
Yeah, Tyler, right after I texted you today to bust through the ceiling, I looked at Joe, who was on only one of you. No, he's on our team now. He's back with us. But no, he was up on 14. I looked at him and he's like, I looked at him in the eye and I was like, he's coming for you. And Joe's like, what? Oh my God, Dieta tried to kill him yesterday.
Oh God,
Yeah.
how?
Well, he's diabetic, so she's like walking around like handing out candy. Like she's got a bucket full of candy. Like, hey, take some. So I took a bunch of like Hershey's milk chocolate, and she goes over to Joe, and she's like, "Here you go," and he's like, "Really?" And she goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And I was like, "Geez, Dieta, are you trying to fucking kill him? Jesus." I was like, "He's mine. I will have those legs."
This is it, Rocky.
I actually had someone hit me. I actually got technically hit by a car last week.
Oh wow.
That's fun.
You technically get hit by a car.
I mean, technically, I got hit by a car.
I mean, literally, it was. So we're doing all of our events as drive-throughs now. We're just pulling cars up, putting stuff in.
I mean, really, I hit the car, but technically, the car hit me.
No, he hit me technically.
Well, there's a
I
little
was,
bit hit by a car
I'm
and
holding
technically
it-
get hit
there's
by
a
a car.
okay. I'm standing behind. It's like some little like sedan or something, and I'm holding the trunk open because the hydraulics in the trunk are busted and it slams shut at a moment's notice. So I'm
Right.
standing there holding the trunk open while people are putting food in their bag. So I'm facing towards the trunk, and suddenly I just feel this bumper literally running into the back of my leg. Like the car behind us pulled up so much that their bumper was in the crook of my knee.
You're like,
just feel like-
hey,
I like turned around like, what the fuck?
back that
Like,
ass
guy-
up.
Stop. What is going on?
Get
The
that
car-
car out of there. That's where I live.
The car allegedly hit you.
If you have,
The
if
car
you're
was
looking the
provoked.
other way and you feel a bumper hit the
Car
back of
was
your leg,
provoked.
not a good thing. Not a good
It
feeling.
was a love tap.
It's a love tap.
Basically, back
He was
to
he was snuggling.
your comment, AP. Basically, I have worked my entire 7 days a week, my entire adult life, and when I worked at Subaru, that was the only time that I didn't work 7 days a week.
Do you miss not working 7 days a week?
Yes.
So then you come home and then you just have 2 small children to deal with?
hmm
So what do you do for fun?
I play
He
video
plays
games
D-
and I
He
sleep.
plays D&D with us.
Yeah,
There you
there's
go.
that too.
He plays D&D with me and Linder.
I detach from reality.
I disassociate a lot.
Here soon, I'm just gonna start getting. I'm just gonna start bricking myself every day.
Aren't you? And then you're still taking your classes, aren't you?
Yeah, that's 2 days a week.
Sorry, I just imagine
You're a
like, Tyler,
shame.
what do you do for fun? And you just cut to a picture of him sitting on the toilet loading a shotgun, 9.37 full metal jacket.
No, here soon. Like I've come to the point now, where I think I'm just gonna get like uncomfortably stoned every day. I think that's what I think that's really what I just need to do.
The AJ method. I got you.
Yeah, I think that's honestly what I need to just like, when you pick up like an electronic device and you fuck with it so much that it just ceases to work. Like
Yeah.
when it just gets bricked. That's what I want to do to my brain. It's fucking
Power down for a bit. Just
powering down.
like Tyler just walks home and just so he gets in the doorway, just falls flat, just
Mhm.
motionless for about 6 hours. And
The
then,
Roomba comes by, shoots a web onto my skull, and drags me into the other room.
the Roomba.
I just picture you laying face down on the living room floor of the room and just bashing into your head repeatedly.
No,
Oh,
so
Nate's ready to come back.
when I left Tate and Lyle, I took a substantial pay cut. And then I went to Subaru and I made no money. And then I joined the apprenticeship. And I got a raise, but I still took a substantial pay cut.
From Subaru?
from Tate Lyle.
Oh, okay.
And then, like right now, Skylar's on maternity leave. So that's only 60% of her income. So I pretty much have to work 7 days a week.
Gotcha.
And then now that I'm at Subaru, now that I'm on site at Subaru full time, I don't have a choice in I do, but I really don't have a choice in working the overtime. Especially the shutdown work. That for sure I don't have a choice.
So he relies on the rest of us to keep him sane ish.
The nice thing is Skylar is starting school again in the spring. And then her and I will both finish school at the same time. And when we both finish school, I won't ever have to work overtime again.
Nice.
There you go.
Because it will be like me getting a $40 an hour raise. So
Nice, AP. Nate wants some attention. He's telling us to acknowledge him. Tyler.
Hey, I acknowledge you as
No.
tribal chief at the head of the table.
No. No. No.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, pal.
Hey, Brandon. You know what I bought over the weekend?
What's that?
I bought a penis.
Oh,
Hey, Brandon. 1 month till Christmas.
yeah, it is.
Oh, if I remember right, I was on 15 when that happened. Blaine, you were doing quality.
I was doing
right?
quality, and it was Brandon and
was on
Tiffany.
16, and I was on 15 with Calvin, I think. And I saw that.
Yeah,
I felt it.
Brandon was on 16 left. She was on 16 right.
Yeah.
And yeah, hey Brandon, 6 months till Christmas.
Half Christmas, yo.
Shut up. he just looks at her with such disdain, such disgust.
Hey, respect.
Shut up.
Are you happy we acknowledged you or some of us acknowledged you?
No, Buckles, I got a bone to pick with you.
Oh God.
Why? What did I do?
You can't say that going home and getting absolutely lit is a AJ thing when it is unequivocally my thing.
No. The phrase used was uncomfortably high, which is
Yeah.
definitely an AJ thing.
Oh, uncomfortably.
One time we were playing D&D, and AJ was like not doing a very good job to begin with, but he was,
Admittedly, he even admits this now.
yeah, he was struggling, and then he's like, "All right, let's take like a 10-minute break. Everybody use the bathroom or whatever. I'm gonna go smoke, and I'll be right back." And he went outside and basically sucked that vape cartridge inside out, and he came back in and he was like this. Do whatever. Just fucking,
Yeah, pretty much.
Montana.
Yeah, it's like, so for any of you who played D&D at this point, or played any kind of a role-playing game, he gave us essentially unlimited money to do whatever the fuck we wanted to buy supplies.
Is he
So
a
we
dungeon
just
master?
overpowered the shit out of our characters. And his reaction to it was,
yeah,
and then he realized he couldn't cope with it and killed us all off the next session.
yeah.
Oh, my-
And Dave Linder, of all people, was the one who calls him out on it and says, "So you're gonna keep DMing while uncomfortably high?"
Yeah, he's like, hey man, like we're all cool with you DMing and stuff, like we like it, but maybe not get so high next time.
Are you
as,
playing in
as,
person or
as
online?
mean as Dave
person.
Linder ever is. But we love AJ. He's doing much better now.
That's good.
Is there a modern D&D like with like now?
Oh yeah.
D&D is the best thing in the world. It's great.
So, what do you guys think of these results that are coming in slowly?
I
Not
see.
good.
I see.
Not great.
Montana's looking good for Biden.
Literally, CNN hasn't changed shit in the last like 20 minutes.
All three votes that Montana gets.
You guys
What's the
like
totals
they
on
keep
this?
Nate, I
saying,
don't know what
oh,
you did, but you left and a lot of states went red. So
Yeah, this is
I'm
your
gonna blame
fault.
that.
you.
Stop doing that.
Arizona's looking pretty good still.
let's not forget the term red mirage this afternoon.
I've been
know.
trying to say that. I've been
Alex,
saying that
Alex has
multiple
been mentioning it.
Is that this is how we expected it to kind of look. It's going to look like Trump is kicking ass and taking names until all those, mail-in ballots are counted as far as they can be counted. And all it's going to take is really look. I mean, at this point, Biden really realistically, if he locks in Arizona, all he needs is either to lock in Wisconsin, Michigan, or Pennsylvania, and it's done.
I'm sorry.
So-
What did you just say?
Sorry, but as of right now, everything's red in all of those.
Did you say Wisconsin? I hate
Yeah,
you.
I said
No,
if he takes
hate you.
any one of those
Wisconsin.
three.
I hate
The
you.
only thing that I would say too is, you're saying that with the how do I want to phrase it?
Hope.
Not hope. You're saying it with the assumption that there's not going to be massive voter fraud on the Republican Party's side, where
Right.
mail-in ballots just disappear.
We are
There
also
was
not
something
counting
this
into fact.
afternoon. There was
that since-
something this afternoon, like
Go
there's
ahead,
a
Brandon.
federal judge that, yeah. Anybody else catch that? There was something this morning. I didn't get to read the whole article. A federal judge required USPS employees, like postmaster generals, to check all of their sites to make sure everything was in play. Like there was some
Since I
federal
last
rule.
updated Minnesota, yes, Buckles, I did see that. Kanye West is now closing in on 3,000 votes.
That is, I hate this world and I want to leave.
Did Kanye West get an electoral vote?
He technically can. I saw the breakdown of the 2016 electoral college, and like Bernie Sanders had like 2 electoral votes that got given to him.
Was it Nate? You'll have to help me out on this. Was it Jello Biafra that got elected as mayor of San Francisco? At one
I
point?
think so.
Yeah.
That's
What's
right.
everybody's like? What's the total that everything is like? CNN has it 89-72 Biden right now.
Yeah, and on Google through Associated Press, it's 131.98 Biden.
Yep.
That's insane that there's still less than 100 for each on CNN.
What's alternative
They
press
are-
say?
They are
That's the
being
same thing as Google.
so cautious right now.
I'm blind.
They haven't
Hi.
done this in a while.
Hey Tyler.
Hi.
Hey,
I'm
Tyler.
CNN hasn't called anything in quite a while.
I'm blind.
Hey.
You need to check your heritage.
I think I'm gonna finish this whole thing tonight.
Fuck yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's the good shit there.
What is it, AP?
What
It's
other?
pub
It's
mix.
pub mix.
Oh,
Give me all your rye chips. You can have everything else.
You like rye chips? I love rye
Uh,
chips.
Those rye chips are the good ones.
Nate, you got the you have the bracket ready for tomorrow for me, man?
oh, I will in like 30 seconds. Let me go do it right now.
Because I don't see Freddie's taking this one, buddy.
That was pretty
That's
well.
such bullshit.
I'm sorry, Tyler.
Freddy's is high class steak and shake. You love
haven't had
steak
it.
and shake. You go to
I
bat
do.
against everything else, but Freddy's is garbage. That makes no
I'm,
sense.
I'm, at no point did I say Freddie's is garbage.
You said
Oh,
it
should I
wasn't
get
good.
Freddy's tomorrow? There's one nearby. I've never had it.
Dude, Freddy's
Freddie's
just
to
had
me
it.
is the same as Culver's. Like their burgers, everything, they're not bad quality at all. I was not happy with her. I was not happy at all with the ice cream I got at Freddy's on Saturday. Not at all. But I'm not sure if that wasn't just they fucked up. So
Culver's has the best fast food burgers. Like you can't. There's no
The
contest.
Butterburger hands down wins.
I'm sorry.
There's no
I'm
contest.
still a steak and shake guy. I don't know why. I don't have an answer for you there.
It depends.
If you-
It depends on what bun they decide to use.
Well, if you like steak and shake, then you have to like Freddy's because it's the same.
Again,
No,
I'm
see,
not
I
saying
think Freddy's
bad
is
by
saltier.
any stretch.
I think Freddy's is 10 times saltier than Steak and Shake because the first time I tried Freddy's was just 2 days ago. So or
That doesn't
2
even
or
like
3
make
days ago.
sense.
It was literally
It makes sense.
a
I get it.
salt burger.
Steak and Shake is literally sodium packet with imitation beef flavor and Frisco sauce.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
fucking
cannot.
love
Go,
it.
I'm sorry, but I can't go to Freddy's and I can't go to Culver's and dip my burger in steak and shake chili, and that's the important thing to me. That's the vote that I vote with. That's the issues that I care about.
The man makes a point. The man makes a point.
I demand that the candidates cater specifically to me, and they carry Steak and Shake chili at all places now.
Well, that's why you vote your way.
I will have to say the Whataburger taking down Chick-fil-A is the biggest upset in any of the brackets thus far.
Whataburger's great though, so I mean that one made
Never
sense.
had it.
Fuck Chick-fil-A.
Never had.
Hey, that one guy was really angry about that.
I mean, I'm not gonna say fuck Chick-fil-A.
That dude, I've never actually met him either. He's a friend of a friend of mine.
Chick-fil-A's chicken's good. It's just
Chick-fil-A
not-
is okay.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A was an 8 seed. Whataburger was a 24 seed. Excuse me.
I added it.
Chick-fil-A was 8th overall. Whataburger was 24th overall. on the vote
I
games.
added fucking half of those choices to the bracket, and they all
I know
get
you did.
shot
I know you
down.
did. I'm going to be very, very, very upset if and when Jersey Mike loses.
I actually made an argument to somebody about this whole thing, about how in reality McDonald's should really win the whole thing,
Yeah, I think you were talking to me about that.
because I mean it's like old reliable.
Yeah.
Everybody
voted
eats
for
it and everybody hates it, but everybody still eats it.
I
And
voted
you know
for
what? We've all had bad experiences there. We've also had pretty good experiences there,
Mhm.
and they've also had the equivalent of the Infinity Stones. You know, you get nuggets, you got your
Oreo
Big Mac,
McFlurry.
you got your McFlurry, you got your you double quarter pounder.
Mhm.
All right, you know, and then
The McChicken.
and McChicken, and then right here up top, that Soul Stone, because you lose a piece of your soul every time you eat it, is the McRib,
Yep.
and then all you
And
need,
that's what it- and
once you got them all, you snap, and half of those tournament entries are just gone.
You snap and you
Yeah,
turn
you-
into the
Well,
guy.
gotta
not
go
only
back
not
to
only do
the-
you lose a part of your soul for the McRib, it's so rare. You rarely ever see it.
Now,
McRib is like making a
will say also
Horcrux every
that-
time you eat it.
If you just named off all the stones, then the fucking gold that the gauntlet is made out of is their breakfast menu.
Speaking of
Well, see,
Horcruxes,
I didn't even mention the McGriddle. I mean, McGriddle's like,
It
Okay,
is its
real
own
quick.
food group. McGriddle is its own food group.
Real quick, has anybody seen the I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell movie?
mhm.
Terrible movie. Horrible, horrible movie. However, there is one scene where one of the major characters who is a complete he's Tyler. He's very much Tyler.
wait, they made a movie.
goes
That's
on
the
a-
Tucker Max book, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
Okay,
Again, the
It's a
movie is
movie and we
dog
own
shit.
it.
nice.
The movie is absolute dog shit, but one character's pretty funny. And that again, he is Tyler, and he goes on this probably 3-minute monologue about he can't say McGriddle, but he goes like pancake witch or something like that. But so the
Pancake
diatribe about how much he loves the pancake witch.
I fuck with the pancake witch. See, I don't fuck with the pancake witch though, because if
Oh,
I'm gonna
Nate.
get breakfast, I'm gonna go to fucking Hardee's or I'm gonna go to Burger King.
here's
Because
here's okay.
McDonald's does nothing but disappoint me anymore.
When I go to work every morning and I eat my fair share of fast food breakfast because I drive down 52. I drive down Sagamore every morning to Greenbush over to work. So I pass by McDonald's, I pass by Hardee's, and then I pass by Burger King.
Yep.
And I like all three of them. However, Hardee's is the highest quality, but I know damn well I'm going to be there for 20 fucking minutes.
Well, it just depends. It depends on what time you get there. If you get there at like 6:05, you're in and out. If you get there at 6:08, you're fucked. Because I used to
I'm
do
usually
that
there
all
at
the
like
time.
7:55.
But Hardee's has got the cinnamon raisin biscuits, which fucking
No, they don't.
slap.
Tyler, I hate to tell you this, it is no longer on the menu. I was there this morning. It's off the menu.
Nate
Yep.
just
That
went
is the
and grabbed that
appropriate
pussy.
reaction. That is absolutely the appropriate reaction.
Tyler just quit existence over that news, apparently.
As well he should. It's a wonderful thing, but no, they're gone.
It is impressive to see Montana go to Biden, if that's for real, if that sticks.
I mean, it's only 3 votes, so whatever.
You see that Mark
Still-
Kelly is going to win? The senator defeating Democratic Senator. He was the astronaut.
I
Yeah,
thought you
yeah.
said R.
Oh,
Kelly,
that's,
and I was
Arizona?
like, what
No.
the fuck?
Okay, so Mark Kelly, he's defeating. I believe her name is Mick Sally,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
Martha
she
McSally.
was the senator who lost in 2016 in Arizona, and then when McCain
Oh
died,
God.
or maybe it was
Yeah.
18,
Yeah.
but when McCain died, they put her in his spot.
Yeah.
So she's getting her ass beat there. And
I
honestly,
remember-
if I can be
Yeah.
honest with you, I believe that's what's helping out Biden's numbers in Arizona. And I thought that was going to correlate into North Carolina, but it's not, because also in North Carolina, originally, I do believe it was, I believe his name was Tom Tillis.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Tillis is losing too, I think.
No,
No,
he is
he's
winning.
back in the lead.
He is leading with
91% reporting.
yes. And so I thought that was going to do well for Biden, and then it kind of did for a little bit, and then it's tightened up. So
The kind of the postscript on the McSally thing. I know when he was campaigning recently, she was with him at one point, and he called her up and gave her like less than a minute to talk.
yeah,
Like he actually made the comment, like, people don't want to hear you, so I'm gonna get up here quickly. People don't want to hear you. So he threw her to the
Go ahead.
wolves completely.
You know, I hate to be that guy, but you know, how does this all relate to how Hardee's doesn't have the cinnamon raisin biscuits anymore? Because
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
am,
sorry to
I
break
am
your
not
will,
okay with
Tyler. I'm
this.
sorry.
Wait, Hardee's doesn't have the cinnamon biscuit anymore.
That's
I was
what he
there
just
this morning.
said.
I was there this morning. It's not on the menu.
Did you ask, or is it just not on the kiosk?
I didn't ask, but no, it was not on the menu.
I'm just happy McDonald's brought the bagel back.
Okay, possible.
Has anybody
prices
tried
of
the chicken McGriddle?
It's gross.
I have not had
I
it yet.
don't mind it. I don't
No,
mind it.
It's okay, but remember when they had the chicken biscuit?
Yeah.
Okay, and it was good. Like like it was an actual like deep fried fucking.
Yeah, it was. They still had it was like the chicken classic sandwich
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
now it's just a fucking breakfast McChicken, and that is not good.
Yeah.
What did Trump just take?
It's just like Burger King. Like I like Burger King for a lot of things, you know.
I can
Are
eat
there
up on burger
are there
breakfast.
are there nuggets good? No, but by God,
No.
I can get 10 of them for $1.50. Okay, and I fuck with that. And they give me this sauce when I ask for it.
Trump just jumped.
But
I
that-
almost raged at Dairy Queen the other day. I almost had an incident at Dairy Queen.
that mile-long fucking chicken sandwich that Burger King has is gross, and anybody that says different is wrong.
I don't care for their chicken at all.
I fuck with the tender crisp.
I like I said, I about had a rage monster incident at Dairy Queen the other day
Dairy
because
Dairy Queen is awful, and the business needs to close.
No.
see, I get the odd cravings for their chicken strips with the gravy.
Yeah, but I can buy
apparently they don't
fucking.
include
I get the
they don't
zesty
include
queso, not
gravy
the
now
not the
unless you
gravy.
request it.
I can buy
have to
any
request
fucking
the gravy
bagged chicken from the
specifically.
grocery store and have better.
Yeah,
chicken
it's
than
one of the
Dairy
sauce
Queen.
options.
No, it's the sauce option. You replace it with something else. If you want something else in place of that, you request it.
I
It
get
comes with the gravy,
I get the
goddammit.
zesty queso. I get the zesty queso.
Well, you sir are wrong.
I don't eat Dairy Queen because it's gross.
Story of my life, Alex. Story of my life.
I only get
Yep.
Dairy Queen for dessert.
I don't even eat that anymore because it's all just soft serve. It's all crap. I don't eat it.
I ate there. I think it was like last summer. And you know how they have to like flip over the blizzard.
They don't though.
They don't
Did
have.
not work.
Some do.
No, I literally watched this girl, this poor girl. She's just like, she starts flipping over like Miranda. She flips over the kids, and she gets to mine, and she's like, she knows it's not gonna work. She
Then why would you
knows.
flip it?
I don't know. And
Make
I'm
me
just sitting here
another.
watching. I'm watching this go.
What'd you
and
get
I-
at?
It was just a cookie dough blizzard, I think, at the time. I've since moved on to Choco Brownie Extreme or whatever.
Oh, there you go.
But no, she's like, I know this is gonna fucking go everywhere. So what's she do? She does it directly over my leg. And it's a super runny blizzard. It just goes all over my leg. I'm like, what did you think was gonna happen?
See, and that's why we don't fuck with Dairy Queen, because not only are they idiots, but number two, their food and their ice cream is awful.
I love the chicken strip basket. I love the
Blaine,
chicken strip basket.
Blaine, you can get some
I'm a fan of
Tyson's
the chicken
from the
strips.
grocery store, and it's the same chicken.
Yeah, but I don't have to make it.
I'm not making any claim that you are incorrect in any way, shape, or form. I don't claim to have sanity in this regard. However, I will still eat the shit out of them.
Their fries are okay. Here's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to go to your local DQ Grill and Chill. Pick whichever one you want. I don't care. They're all dumps. Just pick one. I want you to roll up to the drive-thru and be like, "Hey, I don't want any food, but I want a stack of napkins." And they're gonna say, "Okay, why do you want a stack of napkins?" And you're gonna say, "Because I want to sample how your guys' French fries taste." You're gonna stare into the young girl, the teenage girl that hands you a stack of napkins, and you're gonna take it and you're gonna go, French fries, and eat it like a great white shark. That's how their French fries taste.
They're not paid
See, this
enough
is
to
how I
handle
feel
that.
about Five Guys.
Man, I miss the chicken marinara sandwich at DQ.
That was a
Blaine,
thing.
That was
Blaine
so
leave.
good.
You know what? Blaine, leave.
It hasn't been there for like 3 years, but it was so
We
good.
don't need you and your marinara chicken sandwich here anymore.
All right.
It's time for you to go.
Well, I'll
Get
just
the fuck
I'll just
out of my house.
I'll just
Oh.
chill here and still continue hosting this live stream.
I haven't gone on a good fast food rant in a while.
You guys keep talking.
I'm
I'll just be here.
I'm beset on all sides by people who think I'm an idiot for not liking Five Guys. Apparently,
Okay,
They-
here's the
They
thing
just called
about
Utah
Five
for
Guys.
Trump.
You know,
Five Guys' fries are awful. Okay,
yes,
they're
let's move
okay.
on from that.
They're okay.
no, they're
They're
terrible.
not, they're not good, Blaine. When I get when they hand me a brown paper sack and it's wet from the moisture leaking out of the French fry, not the grease. I like grease. I don't like fry water. That's Five Guys. That's what they do.
Do you know what I
Same
think is
thing as
happening?
same
I
thing. Penn
think that-
Station.
The
I
fries
think
are
that the
okay.
people that- No, I think that the people that run a majority of the Lafayette-based fast food places just suck major ass because
No.
Five Guys up
You-
here is
no.
phenomenal, and it is
Here,
not
here's
like
the thing. I
Grease
will go
City
full
3000.
scientific. I'll go full Alton Brown on you here. There is a science as to why the Five Guys and the Penn Station fries are terrible. It's basic science. It's because when you make French fries, if you were to cut them and fry them at home, you blanch them first.
Mhm.
You blanch them. You soak them in water to pull the starch out overnight. You pat them dry, then you deep fry them. You wait for them to cool. You fry them again. That's how you get the fluffy, crispy fry. However, when you fresh cut them and you throw them straight into the goddamn deep fryer. You do none of those things.
Well, Penn
So all you
Station
have
doesn't do
is
that.
water coated and fried.
Yeah, Penn Station doesn't do that. They cut them, they blanch them, and they let them sit overnight. But the moisture never gets out of the fry because they don't
It's the
get
double
dry.
fry, man. You gotta
They
do it.
just sit. Yeah. So
The reason the McDonald's is and all that shit's so good is because they're already pre-fried.
mhm,
You do vinegar with Penn Station fries?
I do because they're not good otherwise.
I do not because I don't get their fries anyway.
But back to Five Guys. Five Guys' sandwiches are incredibly overpriced.
Yes.
It's overpriced
Yes.
Wendy's. Any
Yes.
sandwich that you can get at Five Guys, you can get at Wendy's and it costs less.
Yes. Absolutely.
You want a little bacon cheeseburger from Five Guys? Go get a Baconator. You can get a bigger sandwich for less price and it's the same.
Hmm.
Hey fellas,
Mhm.
I gotta ask you guys a real important question here.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so DC Initiative 81 supports police treating the non-commercial cultivation, distribution, possession, and use of ethnogenic plants and fungi among the lowest law enforcement priorities.
That's a
Meaning
lot
that
I don't understand.
Yeah, like how far over your head did that sentence go? Because that's a lot.
Basically, it makes
We're up here.
basically it makes plant-based drugs not a priority to police. Is what you're saying?
Among the lowest enforcement priorities. And yes, Like it doesn't completely decriminalize shrooms, but it's damn near.
The problem that
Federal
you
or
would have,
state?
Well, that's DC. That's Washington DC.
the problem,
CNN's got the count left to 98, 95 now. Biden.
the alternative press has it at 131, 108.
Yeah, that's what I got.
The problem with something like that is you would still have prosecutors, like they tried, like, so you remember either early this year or late last year when the Marion County prosecutor said that they're not going to, basically not going to prosecute cannabis related crimes.
100% remember it. Yes.
Yeah, and then basically everyone above him said, you're going to do what we fucking tell you to do, and you are going to uphold the law and what the laws are. So all that publicity that they got for doing that was a waste of time.
But he still upheld his word. Trust me, I have a lot of Indianapolis friends that know for a fact that the cops were like not about it. They did not care.
That's fine, but it just makes everyone around them double down on prosecution of victimless crimes. So like Tippecanoe County's prosecutor doubled down on, we are going to continue to prosecute these people at the highest possible level. That was a statement they released right after the Marion County one. So you would still have that no matter what. People would go out of their way to escalate, I guess.
How do we educate dumb people to be smarter? Because this is all their fault.
Well,
I guarantee, Nate, if we had an answer to that question, none of us would be watching the election results right now.
Yeah. Part of the problem too is the smart people that have all the money.
And that's why it's important if you're a celebrity to use your voice for good, if you can.
Yeah, but celebrity voices.
Then you have Joe Dumbfuck telling them,
No.
I don't need no
They
celebrity
need to stick to acting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just play football, stupid.
Mm-hmm. The problem, I was educating some of my coworkers on this the other day. If Biden, even if Trump gets reelected and he executive orders and says, you know what, we're gonna decriminalize marijuana, it's fucking legal. Everybody, you know what? Shove it in your butt if you want. I don't care. Fucking free for everyone. I'll fucking pay for it. Tax breaks. Come on, woo!
Nate, such your sort of canon culture.
Yeah.
Mary Jane in your butt.
Mary Jane in your butt. Pack it in there. Fucking 5 at a
Sounds
time.
like
Get 'em up.
something that Spider-Man would do on Pornhub.
Yeah. So even if that were to happen, you would have every business in America, not every business, but the majority of businesses in America that would say, this is still not okay. You are not allowed to do this. Because how many states are recreational right now, Nate, or whoever wants to answer?
33.
Okay, 33.
Well, no. There's 33 between recreational and medical, and I think there's like 11 or 12 that are recreational. And
it's 11. It's 11. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe having another one added. Arizona is doing legalize, and as of right now, with 5% reporting, they are leading 60% to 39.9.
Cool.
People being against it right now.
In that regard, in how many of those 11, possibly 12 states, can you be denied employment for THC in your blood?
I think it's only like 2 or 3. Because,
it's 10. It's 10 of the 11.
Wow, that's actually surprising.
There is
California
one.
Would be the only one.
Nope. If you get drug tested and you have THC in your blood, the employer has the right to fire you.
Yeah.
The only state in the United States, the only place that you can go and not be denied employment or terminated of employment for THC in your blood is Maine. They passed that law last year.
Nice.
They are the only place. So the IBEW, the union that I work for, if they become the IBEW, even if it becomes federally legal, all the contractors that the IBEW contracts us out to would not have it would be up to the businesses essentially. They'd be able to say whatever they want. You can't do this. You can't have this in your blood, or you can't work. So
That's silly.
it would have to be like Maine, where it's decriminalized on every level and you can't be denied your employment. So
Well, then that means that at the federal level, they've got to actually take some serious measures. And unfortunately, with the state of the Senate and the way things have been, they haven't been able to even make any moves. So anything even getting put into motion was just going to get stopped. So they've waited.
mhm.
You know, and I think if we give the opportunity as Democrats to control the House and the Senate, regardless of a Trump presidency, you best be believing they're going to try to get some form of change for marijuana and possibly also psilocybin mushrooms.
Yeah, and that's the sad thing too. That's what I was getting to. You look at that's why I brought up how many there were. In 10 of the 11 recreational states, it doesn't matter. You are still not free to do what you want in your free time.
But
I'm
you
not-
can be drunk until you go to work.
Yep. You just can't be drunk at work. So the
Yeah,
people that would develop these tests are being paid by the people that don't want you to be able to do it, because it's a revenue generator.
Mhm.
So it's dumb.
We'll be right back.
I actually have just a hypothetical question for the consensus here. Say darkest
No, I will
timeline
not
occurs.
perform coitus on you.
Thank you, Tyler, for keeping the tradition alive.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's say we are living in the darkest timeline and Trump wins the election tonight. What are the odds, do you say, that he tries to get a third term?
Oh, I think
Incredibly
pretty
high.
Yeah.
Incredibly high.
Like, he's got no basis for it all as of right now that we know of, but I would be amazed if that
He'll-
didn't happen.
He'll fucking 9/11 that shit all day. He'll manufacture a third term. He'll fucking
Yeah.
he'll get third term fucking tattooed on his forehead.
He'll have the Senate will grant him emergency powers, basically, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
The moment that we get Trump in a robe screaming, "I am the Senate," I think I'm checking out. I'm putting the gun to my head.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Suddenly now I'm just having now the ADD's working, and I'm just having this mental image of the Senate lightsaber duel between Palpatine and Yoda, just between Trump and Bernie.
Mm.
And I kind of want that. Don't make me explain my sanity, Tyler.
I just want to get
Don't be good.
uncomfortably high and take a nap. Like what? What do I got to do that? I don't even like. I'm drinking this beer and it's very tasty and I'm enjoying it, but I don't even like to do this anymore. It doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel like a turd. I just want to.
There, CNN just called Illinois for Biden and Missouri for Trump.
Dear America, emotional support Canadians are on standby. If you have not yet received your emotional support Canadian, one will be assigned to you shortly.
It's just a hug from Jim Carrey, isn't it?
Basically, yeah.
I
Or Chad
want-
Kroger.
I want a man.
No.
I want a man to ride up to my house on a moose and just like me walk outside on my porch, and I want him to dump hot maple syrup all over my body, and then just leave, just clip clop off to the next house.
I'm pretty sure that's what happens if you type in Dudley Do Right into Pornhub.
Yeah.
Well, let me try that actually. I am on it. The R&D department is on it.
I am terrified if there is a porn version of Dudley Do Right. I am not
Dudley
sure what becomes of this world.
Do Right. I am seeing. These are titles, by the way. Headlines, if you will. He fucked me hard during the trip night in the car. The next one is Lonely Fucker, right
All
there.
I'm vibing that.
Redhead banged by stepdad right after school.
Okay.
I love the imagination of these titles.
Cum Challenge Hard Fucking Compilation.
Okay.
Whatever happened to Shaving Private Ryan?
Or The Long Ranger.
I
There
like
you
that
go.
one. Yeah, that's a good
I
one.
like that one.
My personal favorite
So-
is Fuck My Ass 5. Yeah, nothing for Dudley Do Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is Fuck My
So,
Ass 5 the sequel to Backdoor Sluts 9?
No, it's the fifth sequel to Fuck My Ass.
Oh, okay. We're being edgy
So,
today, I see.
Kathleen Kennedy
Getting
produced it.
edgy.
Back in college, we one of my friends turned 21. We bought her a grab bag from Cirilla's as a gift, the gag gift or whatever.
Got her a penis.
And if you've ever opened one of those, it's a trip for one. But it had a unboxed, so it just came in the fucking jewel case, DVD copy of "Stop My Ass Is on Fire."
Okay.
Okay. I'm vibing.
All right.
This is also the same party that one of my friends got really, really, really drunk and spent the entire time. You know, when you're a kid, you draw faces on the newspaper pictures.
Mm-hmm.
He did that to a Playboy.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
We literally found it underneath a ping pong table 3 years later. Oh God.
Much wow.
Much
Big
wow.
Big wow. Such wow.
Yep.
Wow.
The misadventures of my misspent life.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. All right, let's see what other memes the hellscape that is Facebook has for me.
I'm a big fan of the Troller Coaster. I'm getting to become a large fan of theirs.
The Troller Coaster?
Roller Coaster, absolutely.
I like the page Dumb Bitch Juice.
Where is this at?
Dumb Bitch Juice is great.
Dumb Bitch Juice.
Troller Coaster, up until recently, until Zuckerberg got to him, was posting. He would have a quote unquote pick dump every morning. Would post like 30 memes at a time every morning.
Is this on Facebook?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Troller Coasters, that's gold, man.
Nate, who are you talking to? I don't think he knows. Nah.
We've lost Nate. Nate's probably talking to the TV at this point.
If you don't rub one out in the voting booth, did you really even vote?
Yep, you're on Troller Coasters.
I mean, how else are you supposed to mark your ballot, right?
How old were you in 1965?
I will say there was a couple months ago he ran this thing where every once a day he would post a picture, just a blank white screen that had two cropped images from a porn shot. So just like two faces. And it said, "Show me your artistic skills," and people would come in MS Paint and draw the scene with just the two detached heads. It was wonderful.
Some of my favorite videos are like the gay porn videos where they're like the dude's clearly just jerking off.
Your favorite
But
videos of the gay porn, huh?
glad you came in on that. No, but they're like they
Keep that
like
for a
MS
little
painted
clip.
over them with like instruments and shit, or just doing.
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Or they,
Like a
it's just
banana or
spliced
something like
together,
that.
and they're like
Yeah.
doing something else, and it's like God damn it, I know what's going on.
God, what was it?
AP, you might as well leave the lid off to that thing. You're just gonna keep going back for more.
This is like New Year's Eve for Antifa.
Oh.
Oh God.
So hey, did you guys see this stuff about the unscalable fence at the White House?
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about it earlier, yeah.
But I mean, did
Remember
you
where
guys
you were
see how
going.
that part of it is actually just shitty wood that's easily get overable?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
they
I'd like to
painted to
know
look like
who-
steel.
There's 6 layers of it.
That's why I
Who
said
rated it as unscalable?
you can't stop me with my grappling hook.
And also, an 8-foot fence. Do they not expect people to be cool and help each other over that fucking thing? Like, come on, man.
They've never watched World War Z.
They do not
thank
know
you.
the power of a pissed off America.
Yeah, I've been telling people that. I mean, just look at how many people were there during Obama's inauguration. Like,
That
fill
fence
that
would not
motherfucker.
last-
Fill
That
it.
looks
fence would not
like,
last one Braun Strowman
No.
main event.
I mean, so we tried Area 50, raid Area 51. Clearly that was a bust. Not
Can we
many
do a
people.
raid Mar-a-Lago?
13 people showed up, if I remember right. So it's like, let's just really pull it together this time. They really
what I
can't
wanna
stop
see?
us all.
I want to
So
see.
what just happened? According to Associated Press, Biden's up to 135, which means he took another 20. What state did he just pull?
Fuck,
Another
I know.
18.
Uh,
Calling
I still have him
Virginia
at,
for
I still
Biden?
have him at 133.
was
CNN's
it?
got 118, 105.
I
He
got
has
one.
Wyoming and Utah. Oh no, wait, no, that's not him. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna
No,
say
he
that.
doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Sorry.
He
Oh,
does
what
not.
color-
He does not have the Mormon
Colorado,
vote.
New Mexico.
He's kicking ass in Arizona and Montana. Okay, Montana closed. Not-
They closed Montana. They called it for him.
No, I'm saying like the gap closed. It was a lot bigger.
There's not
Of,
that many people in voting in Montana.
Roughly 5, I think.
There's not that many
I would
people
think.
in Montana.
Wouldn't it be?
Okay, there's 3. Sorry.
At the risk of sounding crass, I would not want to accept the mail-in ballot. in
Montana has 3 people and 3 electoral votes.
No, they have 2 people, 1 goat, and 3 electoral votes.
Hey,
Yeah,
let's,
but one of them's Ted
let's not-
Kaczynski.
Don't forget that varmint that lives down by the creek.
I'm telling you, if you lived in Montana, the home of the fucking Unabomber, would you really want to accept a mail-in ballot?
Hey, have you ever actually looked at the story of the Unabomber?
I have not looked that much into it now.
Yeah, you should.
why,
I just,
Tyler?
Because it's a good it's like an allegory on why we should destroy America.
Is it like Killdozer?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my
Interesting.
god, the killdozer.
Mhm.
Is that the Colorado, the dude that just bulldozed his town? I love it. That guy is a fucking
well,
hero.
His employer, wasn't it? He just showed
What?
back up with his old job with a bulldozer.
Kind of. Well, I
His
mean,
whole
Like a
fucking
super
town.
tricked out-
Yeah,
Wasn't it
yeah.
like a
he
super
literally
tricked
was
out
so
bulldozer?
upset with his town for making him spend $20,000 to add a sewage line to his business that had been there. And instead of doing that, he fought them in court, and they made him lose all of his money.
Dude,
And
that town
literally, he
fucked
made
him over for like a decade.
He
Who's
made an
this?
audio diary of all the stuff
Yeah.
he was planning.
There's
and
a
stuff
there's a
he was
Netflix
doing.
documentary for this, and it's amazing.
Didn't
And
he like trick out the bulldozer? Too?
oh yeah, no,
Like,
it's
like,
like
all
3 foot
moving
3 foot block of concrete mixed like in between steel on
Jesus Christ.
completely surrounding it. They tried bringing in other bulldozers and other like power
How the
equipment,
fuck did it
and
move?
none of them could do anything to it because it was so fucking heavy.
How did it move?
I'm pretty sure they brought a tank in, and it
The
still
sheer
it did
will of
nothing.
God.
No, I'm saying like when he was in said killdozer,
Camera.
turns the ignition,
Keep
hits
the
the
camera.
gas. How does it move?
It moved for almost an entire day until he got stuck in a basement. At
Sure.
which point he
Alright.
killed himself.
Wait, when was
And then it
this?
took a whole nother couple days just to get him out of it because it was so
Jesus
reinforced. They couldn't get to his body for days. This guy,
Jesus.
like,
I'm gonna
literally
Google
just
Killdozer now, 'cause I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Watch it, AP.
Dude.
Watch it tonight with Liz after we're done talking.
no, seriously.
Why do I feel like Tyler is only a couple bad days away from that?
AP, it takes like 45 minutes to really get to the good shit, but oh, it's so worth it.
Where is it at?
Tyler would be going
Colorado,
around blood recuting people.
No, it's a documentary where?
Netflix.
Ah.
This guy is my fucking hero.
Like Tyler, no disrespect whatsoever, but I feel like you're one bad day away from that. Like just in general.
Mhm.
Yeah, he would go off blood recuting people with his electrician skills.
What did they do with
Hey,
the Killdozer after
Tyler-
this?
Tyler, I think I need you to say this in character here. What would you do to someone like that?
I'd brine him.
Thank you.
The West Coast is closed.
Our D&D character, he's playing a very very evil Australian.
I'm a
Imagine
big
someone-
Australian man.
Somebody has set an Australian man on fire. That's the idea.
That's me, all right.
And he has literally killed 2 NPCs just by clubbing them to death at
Crocodile,
random.
fuck you.
Hey, they just called California for Biden. 3 seconds
You-
after the polls closed.
It really bears witness that what we're playing in that game is really the Dundertown Frolics. Tyler's playing a barbarian, an Australian barbarian that leads people to their doom and brains them with a sludge-o-matic. David Linder is playing a essentially Cajun druid with a shoulder-riding miniature alligator named Snappy. And I'm doing my very best to play a character modeled heavily after Rasputin that has terrified Tyler every time we played.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
You play.
I'm trying to
Rasputin.
play him. Like, quite literally, his name is Leonid the Mad. He is batshit nuts. He talks to Cthulhu gods. Oh. See you Saturday, Tyler.
He was called the whole West Coast. For
I was getting
Biden.
ready to say that.
I mean,
Did they really?
let's be real.
That wasn't going to go any other way.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
Man,
Wow.
Once again, I can't help but stress how far behind CNN is on this.
I'm surprised. I'm
You
really
lose,
surprised
Nate.
that Nevada didn't come in with that too.
Yeah, he's up to 209 now. Damn.
CNN or Nevada's trying. Like there was
They're trying.
what was the
they're just
ruling? There was a
trying.
federal ruling there in Clark County, Nevada recently.
Are they having some troubles?
No, like there was some kind like the GOP was trying to sue in Clark County to have like I think it was like the signature check things thrown out or something like that. It was some form of voter suppression. Not unlike them trying to throw out 170,000 votes in Texas.
Right. Well, not like it would have mattered. Fucking Trump's ahead by 400,000 now.
Well, CNN's now got it 192, 108. In favor
Yeah,
of
they
Biden.
just called most of the West Coast for Biden.
There's still a lot left in play. Like Texas is still, they haven't called Texas, Pennsylvania, Michigan.
Well, and we
Minnesota.
still have a lot of uncounted votes that are coming
Right,
via.
right.
So I'm just
I'm
going to be
saying
real.
that's the few stuff that they have not called yet.
Yeah, this is very close, but I think we expected tonight to not have an answer and have more questions than answers. It's just nice to see that Biden is polling and doing as well as it seemed he was doing in the polls. You know, he's actually
Yeah, like
getting the voter turnout.
I honestly expected to see a lot more red tonight, specifically.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like the whole red mirage thing. I expected to see Trump really pulling away tonight, and then it coming in more after the fact. But
Right.
I'm wondering now because the idea was that everybody was worried about the early voting in terms of mail-in voting, but I'm really wondering how many people did the early in-person voting like we all did versus mail-in.
Did any of us vote by mail, or was all of us just early?
I voted in person.
I don't use the
Actually,
mail
it was
for
by
anything.
mail.
In person.
Uh-huh.
Well, in fact, I think Dick, you, me, and Tyler all voted in the exact same place too.
North End.
Are you guys
Yep,
all at the
North.
same polling precinct?
No.
Oh no, you voted early. It doesn't really matter then.
Yeah.
The
Well, I
pro-
mean, even taken together, we only live about maybe 10 minutes apart, the three of us.
Not even that.
Hey, they called
Yeah.
Florida for Trump.
I was gonna say
CNN has not yet.
the problem is if you look at Florida and you look at Texas, they're each Trump is ahead by basically the same margin in each state. It's about 400,000 votes.
Mhm.
So
And right now, according to the Associated Press, they've got Biden at 209, Trump 112.
Yep.
mhm.
Yeah.
You just got Florida, so that changed it.
What worries me is that
Who did?
Wisconsin,
Trump.
even though
Trump
even
got
though it's a bit tight, is already 57% reported, and that doesn't reflect the polls at all.
Right.
Right.
Just like in 2016, and you can almost say the same thing for Michigan. That's 43%. Pennsylvania is 45% as well, and like Trump's ahead 400,000 there as well.
See,
Without
that's
those
what-
three states, or a combination of, this election doesn't happen for Biden.
wasn't I thought Pennsylvania was supposed to be on lock for Biden.
No,
It's gonna be
Pennsylvania.
the mail-in voting though is still. There's a lot of
No.
people that voted mail-in in Pennsylvania specifically. That's why there's been
Yeah.
a whole challenge of whether or not the votes are going to count after tonight. Which of course they have to. It's just the way it's always been.
My
That's
Scranton
that's the one that the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania is a state the Supreme Court had to step in and rule that you could count votes after.
It's to my understanding that it's not up to the Supreme Court. It's up to the states.
It is, but I mean the debate in the state, like the lawsuit in the state, went past the state Supreme Court, went up to the federal Supreme Court.
Oh, okay.
Trump is
It was
winning
right,
Maine
right
now.
before the decision was made. It wasn't a majority vote. It was actually before Barrett got confirmed, and it was a 4-4 tie, so they left it alone.
I just shared a meme. It's like if Nate and Brandon, if Metal Zone Pedal was a person, and it's got a picture of the Wes Scantlin doing the Nirvana cover.
Wait, Wes Scantlin
Wow.
from
Puddle of Mud.
Wow.
Puddle of Mud? Yeah.
He did the Nirvana cover, and it was like terrible. But it's like if the Metal Zone guitar pedal was a person.
Trump's winning Maine.
I know that's kind of
Mail-in votes, folks. Red Mirage. That's obviously Maine. Is historically blue. It was red, I think, in 2016, or at least partially red. One of the districts went red.
Biden's
But-
winning it now.
Yeah, that's what AP has.
They have it back to winning.
Yeah.
Nice.
TAP
Someone-
has.
Yeah, someone was saying there's
Biden.
Are we
2.2
saying-
million ballots
saying
still to
T-
count in Pennsylvania that are mail-in.
How many?
2.2 million.
Dick, I have to ask, are you saying TAP so we're not using
Yeah, that's not
confused with
right.
TAP?
Yeah. TAP.
I'm glad I caught that. Call the Associated Press TAP so we're not getting it confused with the real AP.
No.
I thought you were calling TAP a combination of myself and AP.
Nope.
That would be a TYAP. TAP.
Tap.
Looks like
So-
Biden is going to pick up that one Nebraska district that was kind of expected that he would pull up.
Right.
So that's, par for the course at least.
Trump's already called for Nebraska.
but it's split up.
That weird
Yeah, you can't
split.
call Nebraska as a state. Yeah, that's why it's all weird looking.
It's not showing weird looking for me. It's just
That in Maine.
solid red.
See, Nebraska, it awards its electoral votes based on the number of who wins each district. Like they don't just say, okay, you won the majority of districts in the state, so you get the votes. It
Your
actually says,
congressional
okay,
district determines.
yeah, if you
So
won this
far-
district, you get this many points. You get this many points. Yeah,
So far, Trump has got 3 out of the 5,
right.
and then
So-
then there's another. I believe there's another 2 1 each at play.
My question otherwise is, why is it always Florida? Why is Florida always the battleground?
Because it's so diverse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it really? Is it? I don't understand why. Like the one freaking. Maybe I just don't
A
get
lot
it
of immigrants, and a lot of old white people.
The farther north you go, the more south
know-
you go.
Tyler, she's got your expressions down already.
Mm-hmm.
Pure rage.
Look at those eyes.
I see the rage behind those eyes.
It's either
Aw,
rage or
baby,
taking
baby.
it's either rage or taking a dump, and either one probably came from Tyler.
Pure unadulterated hunger.
And if you listen closely, she's saying, "I love Funyuns."
She is.
Man, that's uncanny.
I don't need to hear it.
That's
I
kind
see
of
it.
terrifying.
I mean, I always
Tyler,
thought
can we
that
can we
Ruby
get the
looked
look?
more like Skylar.
Ruby does look more like Skylar
I
now.
think-
when
I-
she was little like this, she looked like me.
Wow.
Enjoy it while you can.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler, can we get the look? Can we get the smile?
Oh, the Dave Cox smile.
That will never not make me laugh. God damn it!
I watched an old SNL skit with the death of Superman, right?
Hey, do you have a family
And
room?
Lex Luthor was played by he was a former senator from Minnesota, Al Franken.
Jesse Ventura.
Al
Al
Franken,
Franken.
yeah.
I was about to say Jesse Ventura.
When I saw Al Franken's smile, it reminded me so much of Dave Cox. It creeped me the fuck out.
Al Franken had the best book title I think I may have ever seen. It's called "Liars and the Lying" or "Lies and the Lying Liars That Tell Them." Good for you, Franken.
He got shafted out of his position.
I
Al
actually saw
Franken?
something.
You got
Speaking of
Me Too Gal.
Minnesota, I saw there was a commercial a couple days ago that I saw that was all the past, I think, 3 governors of Minnesota, so Ventura and whoever the other 2 were, all coming together in one commercial saying, we don't agree on anything at all, but we agree that you need to go out and vote. It was actually really cool. Cats.
They fighting. I wanted to highlight them fighting.
Meanwhile,
Oh.
mine asleep on the couch.
I had
Wow.
Baxter
Chasing
with
him around
me.
the living room. I mean, of course not.
Baxter was chilling up here with me for a little bit, but
Mine gave up barking at the other dogs. Now she's just chilling on the couch asleep. She has
Yeah.
a frog toy that she actually holds in her mouth and sucks on like a pacifier. It's really weird.
Does what?
Very
No, actually, she does. It's this stuffed frog toy that she will put in her mouth, like hold it in her teeth and like knead her paws like a cat. I couldn't figure out what the hell she was doing. I asked my vet about it, and apparently it's a security thing. It's like a pacifier for him.
That's what my cats do to the blankets. They're still so
Oh,
little.
yeah.
The little kittens.
Baxter still doesn't. He's like 10 years old.
Yeah. So Abby will be 7 in May. 6.5 now.
It's something to do with they weren't weaned off their mother either properly or too soon.
Probably. I've had her since she was like probably 3 months.
That
2-3
explains
months
my
maybe.
fascination with titties.
Titters.
I like
Well-
that it zoomed in on
Chappelle
Nate
is
just as
on HBO Max, by the way, and it
What's
just made
that?
my whole Chappelle Show is on HBO Max now. It just
It's
made
also
my
on
life.
Netflix, isn't it?
Yes, it also is on Netflix. I do believe.
Nice.
I hate Netflix.
Charlie Murphy.
I need to go back and watch all that because I never really watched a lot of that back when it was on.
Samuel
What if I
Jackson,
bleed?
it'll get you drunk.
I've seen
I'm
You'll be fine. I don't remember what it is.
I've
The
seen
Howard Dean bit he did may be one of the funniest things I've ever watched.
Oh, what was the guy's name?
And we're going to Michigan. And we're going to Culver's. And
The
we're
the
going
black
to
white
Idaho.
supremacist.
We're going downer. We're going.
His name was
Clayton Bigsby.
Clayton Bigsby.
Yep.
That's my favorite bit. It's
all
just
the
so bad.
All the Charlie Murphy ones, all the ones with Charlie Murphy are great. The one with Prince.
See, I didn't watch a whole lot of Chappelle Show, but I watched the shit out of Key and Peele.
Shirts or blouses.
I like the player haters ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
What do the
You
five
guys-
fingers say to the face?
Let me holler. Let me holler. Let me holler. Let me holler. Play. Let me holler. I'm gonna holler. Let me holler. Let me holler. Play. Let me holler. I'm gonna holler.
Remember when they did the wife swap one is probably my favorite. And
Oh
then-
my god.
And
that
then
is
there
funny.
was I can smell your lightsaber cooking. There was that, and then the Real World, when it's like a whole like all the Real World castmates were all like black dudes, except that one white guy and his girlfriend.
Like I said, I didn't watch as much Chappelle Show, but I watched the shit out of Key and Peele.
Key and Peele is a not as good version of the Chappelle Show.
I'm not saying it was. I'm just saying I watched more of it.
Yeah, I'm
and
just
I
saying,
Will,
it's-
I will go back and rewatch more of it.
I always like the college football players with their names.
Yes,
Hang
all
on,
3 of them.
Kringleberry.
Penn State. The fact that Ball State got a shout out on there made me happy. It's like the 3rd video or something.
Mhm.
The substitute teacher bit's always a classic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron.
I always liked Obama's anger
the
translator.
anger translator. Did you see the one that Obama actually did with him?
Well, he did it at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Yeah, actually
That
had Key come out and do it with him. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best.
I also am a big fan of the Hype Man, where it's just Jordan Peele with dreadlocks running around doing his best Little John impression and then having to be put down at the end.
Oh,
He's just running around screaming at people.
I like-
The Key and Peele dubstep bit is one of my favorites.
I like the mattress shopping one. That's one of my favorites.
the one where he was trying to say bitch, but he couldn't say it. He was trying to make sure his wife was around. It's so far away, like another room,
Yeah.
and they're just out in space. Just-
The ghost breakfast bit is real good too. All right, fellas.
Oh,
Yeah,
I gotta go to bed.
I'm just ready to go to bed.
In Alabama.
I don't
Saturday.
have to. I'm ready for it.
You guys ready
I'm
now?
gonna try to power through for a little while longer yet.
I did an entire day of e-learning, so
Gross.
yeah,
What are
Welcome
you
to the
studying,
club.
Dick?
I'm learning to count.
Good job.
What are you
Yeah.
doing? Are you doing long division over there?
They'll stop
Nope.
at 30% though.
Nope. Common Core.
Ew.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
teach
I
them
gotta-
that. Teach them the
I
right
have
way.
to-
I
I have to
try.
get up and drive to Kokomo.
I was asked on the way home so I picked the kids up, and on the way home, I was asked like, what makes 20 bigger, or what makes 20 more than 19? I was like, because it's next. It's
One.
bigger. No, she goes, no. Well, like what is it? What makes it bigger, the 10 or the 1? And I'm like, the fact that it's
What?
next in line. It's sequentially next. It's she's she's learning.
There's
It's just- she's trying to make more sense of it than it needs to be made sense of. Which is I believe is a giant problem with Common Core. It's like it's way more complicated than it needs to be.
Convoluted core.
Yeah.
Well, here's part of the thing. Do you know why we have Common Core math?
Tell me,
Because
Tyler.
because for the last 30 years, we've had people who are incapable of teaching math. And then when people can't pass tests, it's like, well, we gotta come up with something different. And then they pay some fucking Joe Blow math scientist who came up with that in his mom's basement. Like, well, we got this Common Core math thing. Oh, I guess that we'll try that because nothing else will work.
Don't look at me. I went to Catholic school and then tried to claim that math was against my religion.
Is that real?
I tried, didn't work. But
I mean, I know a guy that got St. Patrick's Day off from
come
school.
on.
He's like,
You
it's
put
it's
this
a
number and
religious
this number
holiday for
together.
me.
If I put 5 and 3 together, they just magically become 8. I need scientific proof of that.
I don't
That's
believe
against
it.
my religion. I'm a
I don't
math
believe it.
atheist. I'm a math atheist.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and end this stream. I mean, you guys are obviously more than welcome to hang out after. I'm going to bed.
I'm heading.
I'm not gonna sleep tonight, but I don't think the stream it just needs to be my face talking about the sad things I'm seeing or the weird things I'm seeing or whatever ends up popping up onto the screen.
You got to rest up. Because you and I
No,
gotta do
no,
other
the
stuff.
stream is ending, Nate. I'm just saying you guys can hang out and talk, whoever's left,
I say Nate and I got
instead
this
of blowing
conversation
up
to
the
have
group
tomorrow.
chat.
Oh, I'm just gonna take. Alex and I are just gonna take this to the group chat after this. That's gonna be fine.
Yeah, we're just gonna blow
Ah,
the chat
poor-
This
up.
morning there are
Yeah,
798 unread messages.
Poor
Holy shit.
Buckles,
No,
episode
I will
4.
not do that. I have to go to bed in half an hour because I have to drive to Kokomo in the fucking morning.
And then podcast with me in the after evening.
That's right.
After evening,
Oh yeah. Well, not.
it's like
Yeah.
5 p.m.
Exactly. Dead on. Exactly 5 p.m. You figured it out.
We
You
have
solved the
to
mystery.
talk. Nate and I have to go do another podcast about how things that are scripted and predetermined, between two entities that are falsified and posturing at each other, and not talk about the election.
Correct. It's going to be very intriguing.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Right.
Thank you for joining me here tonight. It's been a really good time. It's been good to actually do this again. It's been a
It's
while.
good to see you guys. See all
Yeah.
of you guys.
Yeah.
Your beautiful
Definitely.
faces.
Yes, we have, Tyler. So if that is all, that is all. I'll see you guys around, and please make every day a big dick day. Later.
Later.